join me, Friendly Clairvaux, right here at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center for the best pop culture experience the Midlands has to offer. Meet Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, X-Men 97 cast members, Kari Payton, and other celebrity guests. See you there.
Light it.
We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
To start the season, that's that man Katie who defended on 2 plays there, fired up early.
That was Cato on the back end, but once again, Matt McCauley, the senior linebacker, 6 feet 200, he comes flying in. You watch him come off the edge. I mean, just no block on him whatsoever. He just blows right by Jalen J. He really forced that play right there, forced James to make a hurried throw.
Yeah, McCauley flies around the ball a lot, and expect the big things from him. And Coach Curtis, he's got to be pound for pound one of the better players in the state of South Carolina. He disrupted things that time, and this punt is going to flip the field and give position to Lexington, even with the bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's actually checked up. It's down at the 42-yard line, and that's what Lexington will get their first shot at the football. I'm about to say basketball. And very impressive out of the gate if you're Lexington, stopping a team who's known for pounding on the turf.
Very physical and fast. Lexington defensively to come out on that first series. 32-yard punt that time by Gilbert. And boy, great field position here with this Wildcats offense.
And they didn't come out. They just mentioned first start.
Number 7, Brennan Carter.
Brennan Carter getting his first start at quarterback for Lexington. Right there, number 7 on your screen. 6'2", 190. Good size, though. He's going behind the back, a little trickeration, a little Statue of Liberty play, speed on the outside, breaking tackles. A 13-yard gain that time for Sawyer Henley, 5'10", 155 junior, and a trickeration behind the back handoff. Take a look.
And they pull everybody to the right. They come out with a Statue of Liberty, and Henley with some heads up running right here. He makes the one man he's got to beat. He beats him to pick up a first down. Great play by Lexington.
Sorry, excuse me, Joe. That was a brilliant play call to start the ball game. First down. Brought to you by the Columbia Police Department, who is now hiring with $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers. For our first down of the ball game on the first play for Lexington. They look this time to the air, over the middle, well, actually to the left, and it might have hit ground. Did he get his hands under it? They gave him the catch. Good, decent toss, a little low. Nigel Lewis with the catch, and it's going to be right at the sticks. Call it another Columbia Police Department first down for Lexington. 2 plays, 2 first downs, Joe.
Couldn't start off any better if you're Dustin Curtis in this Lexington offense. Dustin Curtis' second season here at Lexington, 7-4 last season, first round playoff loss. They come out and pick up, as you say, Stacy, 2 first downs to start.
That is quite the start. You can't drop any better. And downhill they go, ball at the 35-yard line. This time a run off the right side and a big pop for Gilbert's defense that time. That was a big thump. That might be Cooper James.
The senior running back, Torrey Jones.
Check that a hit out on there. That was 20. That was Gavin Elliott on the hit and a modest gain. Let's take a look at the Lexington offense brought to you by Stewart Law Offices.
Carter, the quarterback, Torrey Jones, running back, Ben Stogner, the tight end, wide receivers, Lewis DeMarco Headley, and then Wilkie, Watson, Clark Harris, and Binkley up front.
Wilkie is a young man that we keep an eye on the line. Hit immediately, but the smaller, diminutive running back drags a carrier. That was Torrey Jones, 5'6", 145. Take a look at Gilbert's defense right here, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Bracy Price, Turpin McFarland, Gunter Brown, and 2 Browns, Kamari Brown, and then Brown, the defensive back, Metz, Elliott, Hurst, and Smith. Your defensive backs. Tytrell Smith is also a kid they expect a lot from back there, but Metz
has been involved in a couple of plays early, a couple of tackles.
Had a
already
big
making
game.
His presence felt.
Absolutely, Joe. Had a big game on our airwaves last season as well. Came up, showed up big on camera. Faked the handoff this time and wide open on the right side. Great play design. And it's going to be another first down for Lexington, thrown to the big tight end, Joe. That was Ben Stogner, 6'3", 220. Reminds you of Austin Stogner to play for the Gamecocks.
Play action right here. They go to Stogner out here in this right flat. He gets open, gets the corner turn, able to pick up another first down. Lexington on a nice drive here. Their first offensive possession of the game and the season.
That was, yeah, absolutely. That was Amanda Poole right there in your camera range, almost able to make that tackle right there on the sidelines, right at her feet. First down, another Columbia Police Department first down, and there's the young man I was told about, Deacon DeMarco, already one of my all-name teams early this season. Number 13, about 5'5", 145 on the jet sweep. They do that from time to time, and they're in the Jim Hudson Automotive Group red zone, Joe.
Deacon not singing the blues right there as he picks up a nice gain on first down. R.J. Kirsten with some nice speed for Gilbert, able to close on that play and stop that for about a 7-yard gain.
That was speed on speed. And tell you what, Lexington has Gilbert on roller skates early in this first quarter. Go to a 2-man backfield, flanking They're a very brand new quarterback at this time, just running determined for a small guy. That's twice Tory James has got hit and moved the power forward. Not the biggest guy, but runs hard.
He does run hard off that right side. And it's Demarion Brown, junior defensive back, able to close and make a stop. And it's 3rd down and short here for Lexington. Go time for them.
Absolutely. Lexington has been really beating Gilbert to the punch early in this first quarter. 3 and out on defense, and they really had their way on offense. This is a big play. Gilbert is going to stand up in both their backs. Now might be the time. Short yardage, 3rd and 2. They're going Wildcat, and it was clean air over there, and I believe it's going to be more than enough for a first down. That was Matt McCauley, your guy. They use him everywhere.
He's kind of a Swiss Army knife, so to speak, right there. The Wildcats went to the Wildcat that time, and McCauley got some good blocking over there, especially behind big number 79, Griffin Harris, big senior offensive lineman, 300 pounds, able to pave away for another first down.
McCauley's going to stay in there. He's the backup quarterback now. He plays linebacker. He plays, Coach tells me, Coach Curtis, he plays all phases of the ball game, all 3 phases. His impact will be felt. He takes the Wildcat snap again. Decent blocking on the right side, and he's just a physical kid coming downhill. And there,
once again on the carry, number 11, Matt
inside
McCauley.
is goal to go. Well, right at it, they can get a first down at the 1 yard line, Joe.
And again, on the stop that time, Demarion Brown was there along with Wynn Metz. Those 2 guys we're going to talk about a lot tonight. They're already in on a lot of stops here on this first drive.
2nd and 7.
So there's your quarterback having much success his first drive of his career as a starter. Brennan Carter, the junior, 6'2", 190, back in the shotgun snap. He hands it to McCauley. McCauley's touched the ball all 3 plays. A touchdown, McCauley. He's not home alone. He's in the house. McCauley strike up. The Wildcat fights on. Hands to the sky. What a drive. Coach Justin Curtis is in the Lexington Wildcats. Joe, take a look.
Again, he takes the snap and goes off that right side, and again, he gets some good blocking out in front of him. Sticks that ball out over the goal line right there. All he's got to do is break the plane, and the first 6 of the season on the board for the Wildcats. McCauley into the end zone.
McCauley pounded him as a Wildcat quarterback, then took the ball as a halfback. He's made some tackles. He's set up for a huge senior season for the Lexington Wildcats. And they're going to go for 2. Motion man, they're gonna fake it this time and walk in, just walking down highway number 1.
Number 7,
Brennan Carter, 2-point conversion is good. 8-0 Lexington over Gilbert. Early in the first quarter, it's the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, Week 0 action.
I was in the company truck, and they hit me from the back. Hit and run, and it messed up my back. Well, I couldn't work anymore. First lawyer I hired wasn't listening or caring. I knew I needed an attorney that would care for me. That's why I made the transition from the other attorney. I'm so glad that I found Stewart Law Office. Brent genuinely care about his client. I mean, and they fight for you. I would recommend him to anyone.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do. I like being in charge of others. My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me like it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's gonna get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Back in, coming up in the Stewart Law Office's halftime report, we'll introduce you to this week's Scholar Athletes presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. You can have it all in the South Carolina Army National Guard. Speaking of National Guard, an Army retired National Guardsman right here to my left, proud veteran and outstanding citizen Joe Cashin. What happened on that draft, Joe?
Well, I appreciate that, Stacy. You're very generous. Thank you so much. 10 plays, 58 yards, 4 minutes off the clock, 4 minutes, 27 seconds time of possession, 8 on the ground, 8 rushes, 2 passes, and the clincher, Matt McCauley, scoring from 8 yards out, and then Brennan Carter on the 2-point conversion, and that adds up to an 8-0 Lexington lead here early.
Inside right there on your screen is Coach Ozzie Exume, his first season as head coach. 8 years as an assistant at Gilbert, but also coached girls basketball. Girls varsity basketball coach. Played his college ball at Newberry, South Carolina. He's a Lawrenceville, Georgia kid. Grew up there, born in Jersey. Grew up in Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Big shoes to fill with Chad Leapart moving on to be the athletic director for Lexington School District 1. Coach Leapart here had a lot of success. 5, 10-plus winning seasons. And never won less than 7 games a year. So.
And his alma mater.
Yep.
And became the all-time winningest coach as alma mater coach. Leapart now is always a friend of our broadcast. He's now the district athletic director.
That's right.
And Ozzie Exume told me something interesting on the phone. He said, he doesn't feel the pressure. He said he was ready. He's been, Coach Leapart has got him ready and encouraged him to be himself. Onside kick and it went sideways. What do you do with this? If Gilbert don't touch it, it's going to be down at the 40-yard line. That was a interesting onside kick. The ball went absolutely sideways. Joe, you ever seen that before?
That's interesting. That was almost like it was fouled off at home plate.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny about it, but I mean, that is not what Dustin Curtis, I think, wanted to have happen right there. The execution just not there for Lexington. Now you give Gilbert, they're on the plus 50 right there at the Lexington 40.
I bet you Coach Curtis, Coach Curtis thinks it was foul. Is that a pun? Something like a pun. But this one good
I knew we would get into the puns
early, man. Look, smells like team spirit. You see they out here. So how about this could give away momentum though? The onside kick, right? Now you give them the ball at the 40-yard line. And Trayvon Williamson goes nowhere and has to like it. Shut down immediately by number 3, Ethan Van Houten.
Watch Van Houten here if we see this on the replay. Van Houten just reads this.
Lexington defense brought to you by Stewart Law Offices.
We got Esco, Calkinen, Saxon, Bird, Werney, McCauley, who we've talked about already a lot, Nettles, McCleary, and we'll give you the rest here in a minute.
Quick snap there and just nowhere to go. Lexington is playing this game in the backfield of Gilbert. 92 that time. Breaks through. That is Artem Kalinkin.
Kalinkin, whose name I just butchered, and I'm sorry for Mr. Kalinkin.
Of course he makes the next play.
I'm trying to make it up there with that great stop. He made that TFL. We're on -6.
You tell you what, Gilbert has gone absolutely backwards. They got 0 yards their first drive. This time they're at a net -6. And momentum has been on the side of Lexington this entire first quarter. We'll get you the rest of their starters in a moment. They did go to a quick snap. Gilbert did try to catch them off guard. Did not work. And now they got to pass it. Screen was set up to Dry Williamson, but I tell you what, he did good to get back to the line of scrimmage there. Got a hit. It'll be punt time. And again, that man Watford.
I'm not so sure they will punt this, Stacy, honestly.
Good point. I should not assume that. I tell you what, a young man, Bennett Watford, watch 2.
Yeah.
It's well set up. Watch 2 come flying into your screen right here. Pursued by 3. And then right here at the end, oh, he's a thumper. Watford's.
They are so physical.
They are.
See, this Lexington defense, they are. And they're bringing heat on every play. You see them selling out. Yeah. They're bringing guys on just about every snap.
Well, you know what? They don't respect the passing game of Gilbert. It's no secret of what they're playing. They're playing inside out. They're pushing the pocket. They don't think they can throw over their heads. And so far, they haven't. So you're right. 4th down and 9. And they're going to throw it. Crew Morris, the young man who has sure hands his whole career, did not bring that one in. He was right at the sticks. He'll make up for a young man who's had a great career, and they lean on him a lot to run through, to run and catch him. Watch this, Joe.
Yeah, if you're Crew Morris here, you got to come up with this ball. This kid's too good of a football player to drop a pass like that. He'll get another chance. He'll get more chances later on. But
had a blocker.
Yeah, he makes a catch. It's first down anyway. But
yeah,
I mean,
he's
a really good player. Yeah. We'll call his name more tonight.
Morris does a lot for this team. Again, this is like our 3rd game we've had him. He's shown up big on TV as well. Look at the crowd. We mentioned off air, both teams travel well. Lexington is at home, of course, but Gilbert travels well, and Lexington, their student body really goes to their games a lot, too, and they really pack it out. So good attendance here on week 0. Everybody was ready for 2024 season to start, and Lexington takes over on down to the 38-yard line, and a misfire this time. First miss really of the ball game for Lexington.
And that's Kamari Brown that time right there for Gilbert with the pressure. He got all in the face of the quarterback, Brennan Carter, and Carter really didn't have a good vision on that throw.
He's all up in his business.
Boy, if you're Gilbert, you just can't squander an opportunity like that early at the plus 40 after a failed onside kick. If you're Lexington, you feel like you really dodged one there.
Here we go. There's a young man right there, the junior, 6'2", 190. Shotgun snap, empty backfield that time, and throw in a tight window. Good hands, good concentration. It's going to bring up third and short. Stockton with the catch, Joe.
You talking about threading a needle here. Watch Carter. He just threads this ball in. And there are Indians lurking all over the place.
Yes. Gilbert America, they call them. It's going to bring up third and 3. Now, what we haven't seen is any real strong runs by either team other than McCauley.
And then Statue of Liberty on the first play.
Right. That was the biggest game.
The biggest one so far.
Tell you what, the play calling has been great for Lexington this entire ball game. We'll see what they come up with third and 3. One man in the backfield. A flanker screen caught with room. Another great play design that time. Needed 3. Picked up about 23 on that. And that was great catch and run by Sawyer Headley, the junior. Junior, what look, Joe?
You called it the tunnel screen, the flanker screen. You see all the defenders get up the field, and you know why. They let him. And they just throw that thing out there to Headley. He picks up a couple of nice blocks.
It's all about timing, and that is another Columbia Police first down. Columbia Police Department now hiring with a $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers. So, good job. There you go.
There's a penalty flag down. So
yeah,
check that out.
That's kind of late. Nobody.
Very late.
This is going to be a delay. So they're waving it off. They're picking it up. It was sidelined.
They want to try to get guys to stay over on the boundary.
Joe, that's the ultimate. Nothing to see here. Please move along.
That's it.
Please disperse. Speaking of police, please move along. Crowd control. Which reminds me, we haven't had a fire marshal.
Well, hey, we've got 4 quarters. We got 3.5 quarters to go, Stacey.
I know. We just got to get the first one. This one, you know, the season.
Week 0.
Yeah, the season really here at this point. First down, Lexington in business, up 8-0. He thought he had Headley, but it was covered. Good job by Gilbert, but doesn't play. The quarterback ducks down like it might be a run, and Headley broke to the secondary, but the safety jumped up. Good job adjusted by Gilbert. Take a look.
And that's a good play, too, here by Brennan Carter. If you don't have it, don't force anything. You know, quarterbacks oftentimes, they just want to get the ball to people to make plays and not lose the game for you, and Carter does a nice job there. If you don't have it, just take what you can get.
He got like 7, which is not bad.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice run this time. This may be a first down this time for Torrey Jones, senior running back. It's going to be a Columbia Police first down.
5th first down here tonight for Lexington. Actually, the 6th.
The man runs hard right there for it. Listed at 5'6", 145. And that's a lot of heart right there on that number 4 jersey.
When you see where Lexington feels like their strength is, and that's the right side. Every running play, except for the Statue of Liberty, pretty much has been to that right side, short side of the field. They've had success.
This jet sweep to Deacon DeMarco. He's going to take the collection plate out of him for 8 yards that time. I love it. That's the all-name team. Deacon DeMarco, 5'5", 145. I love it. Early all-name team selection.
Well, it is the day of the expanding man, and so Deacon DeMarco there expanding the field over there, so to speak.
I tell you what,
You're
Joe is ready.
Steely Dan fan there.
Joe is in mid-season form already. This time they handed off to the diminutive one, Torrey Jones, and they were ready for him. Gilbert, a little extracurriculars after the play.
And you get a flag in, too, on it.
A little too much. They're still jawing. And it's going to be personal foul on Lexington. Again, you don't want to stop your own momentum. You have an 8-0 lead. You're in control. Look at the crowd right there. Gilbert fans across the way.
That is a big penalty too, Stacey.
Yes.
The first flag we've seen here tonight that's been accepted. You see it, some pleasantries being exchanged after the play right there.
Just a little too much.
Yeah, just trying to.
A little too much.
And there's a little something going on there too.
Yeah. Both teams. Yeah, you catch the second guy usually now, but Lexington had just cracked the red zone. And with that being said, now bada bing, bada boom. 34-yard line. First down and a nice chunk of change there. Pressure off the left side. What footwork And that ball's going to be fumbled. And I think Gilbert might be on that. That ball was fumbled. Trying to fight through. Brendan Carter trying to break that tackle. Got loose with the ball. And Gilbert needs a break. Will they get it right here?
It was Aiden Bracey, it looked like 32 back there, the senior defensive lineman. He was back there with a whole host of Indian defenders they were trying to chase Carter. You see him right here, grabs the jersey, comes in, pops the ball loose. You see it right there, Bracey with the stop, and then he forces the fumble, and Gilbert recovers first turnover of the night. And boy, what a big turn of events this is. The penalty really led to that turnover.
It really did. Put him in a bad spot at the time. And there was a moment there where, look, see right there, Lexington has a player on the ball. 79 was on that ball at one point, but he might have pulled it out. Referees are
you know the bottom of the pile. It's anybody who can grab that football. It's a fight for that pigskin down at the bottom of the pile.
8-0. Remember this moment now. They had the momentum, the personal foul, penalty, fumble. It was Griffin Harris, 6'2", 300. He was getting up slow there, but he's on the sidelines okay. So what Gilbert can do with this, now there's still a lot of conversation. This Gilbert's football, and I bet they go right back to Crew Morris. Right?
Well, I think you have to. I mean, Crew Morris had a big season last year when you talk about the senior this year. 53 receptions, rather, 822 yards and 8 touchdowns for Morris. I mean, he's your big play guy on the outside. He wants to atone for that drop on the previous.
I'm sorry, Joe. We're not getting the audio. Let me show. I'm sorry, I missed you. I'm going to talk over you there. I apologize, that partner.
It's all good, man. It's game 1, week 0.
That's it, man. Get the chemistry together. It is a beautiful night for high school football. Jet sweep this time takes their own medicine and room on the left side. Trevon Williamson, they've had a hard time getting them on track. The man rushed for 1,400 yards, a freshman last year. About 6'1", 198, and that time had daylight and good pursuit by Lexington. Only got about 3. Call it 2.
Chasker Nettles on the stop that time for Lexington. They really want to get Williamson on track. He had a big season last year. Just a sophomore. Unbelievable prospect he'll be. Well, he is right now, but when he's a senior,
yeah, he's a P4 type.
My goodness.
And can play linebacker. I talking to Coach Zubik, late part last year, he made the varsity as a 9th grader as a linebacker. Ended up playing tailback, and that might be where he makes his money down the road. Short completion. Gilbert trying to get on track. That was Chandler Guthrie. 14. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Take a look.
Just a quick pass right here to try to get some rhythm for Cooper James, who again taking over this year for Drake Braddock, who had such a big career for Gilbert now up at Limestone. Just try to get him a completion, get some rhythm. 3rd and short now for Gilbert.
Noah McClary on that tackle from Lexington, the senior DB. I think it's a big play.
It is.
I think Gilbert's trying to steal some of that momentum back. Lexington gets the ball back right here. They still have Mo. They got movement. I think Gilbert think themselves out. They did play for a hard count and a lineman about a flinch right there, Joe.
It'll be interesting to see how they sort this out.
Yes.
Lexington says Gilbert, and I think that's how it's going to go. Yep.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 8. I remember one of the keys of Lexington, they wanted to put Gilbert in passing situations. And 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8, that's what just happened right there. Self-inflicted.
You're honestly, you're like, wow, I just can't do that. You know, 3rd and you can run whatever you want, 3rd and short pretty much. Now it's 3rd and 8, and you almost have to go to the air.
No question. They're going to roll quarterback right. They got pressure immediately. Bothered. That was another great penetration by the Lexington defense. Number 9 on that play, Nathan Esco.
And that's twice now that the running back, whoever it is in there for Gilbert, that time it was Williamson, just doesn't make a block. I mean, you got to stop that guy. I mean, that is just a rusher coming clean to the quarterback. James has no chance right there.
With all the talent that Trevon Williamson has, that blocking is going to be something he's going to definitely get dinged on as he's what it goes for. He's a talented guy, no doubt. He's a P4 talented kid, but you got to make the blocks.
Got to block.
When the ball's not in your hands.
Got to block. Got to keep those pass rushers off your quarterback.
Deacon DeMarco, that's my guy. He's at the 40-yard line. Lot of speed here. A lot of speed here now. They may kick away from him, and they do. Kick away from that ball is going to bounce out of bounds at about the 46-yard line, I believe. Call it a 45. It'll be first down. Lexington, we're going to step away. Man, we're glad to have you guys with us. Glad to get it underway. Season 2024, Week 0, Sonic, Friday Night Rumbles. High school football game of the week, year 10. Come on back.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
And we're back. Q Stacy, beautiful night. Look at that scenery right there. Beautiful night, beautiful shot. Give that camera operator an award right there. It is Sonic Friday Night Rumbles High School Football Game of the Week, Week 0. The weather's beautiful, the scenery is beautiful, the stadium, Wildcat Hollow is cranking with excitement. Stacy Huff, Joe Cash, and Amanda Poole on the sidelines. We're so excited to be here, year 10, bringing you live high school football. And again, I always say there's nothing quite like these special Friday nights we have in South Carolina for football.
No doubt about that, and starting off with a backyard brawl, so to speak.
Yes, and right now, the first couple of punches thrown by Gilbert, by Lexington, and that ball, oh, he held it. I thought the ball was batted down. Last second decision by Brendan Carter. He pulled it down and took a loss of 8 yards in the play, Joe.
Knox McFarland got the pressure. You'll see it right here. He just basically comes in untouched. Nobody checks him. The ball is batted.
Oh, he did
bat it. And Carter, you know, in that moment, you're probably going to grab the ball. He would have been better off just to go ahead and just let that ball drop.
Yeah.
In the moment, he feels like he's probably got to secure that football. Unfortunately for Lexington, it turns into a loss of 8.
That's athletic, anticipation, just instinct. He couldn't help it, but
sure is.
That's a big loss. I thought he held the ball, but it was batted back into his arm. Pressure up the middle again. Screen was set up. You got to make a man miss right there, and too much pursuit by Gilbert, who also flies around on defense as well. Now, they got some guys that can get up to the ball. They get about 7 of those yards back, 5 of them back, still behind the sticks.
Ray Gunner and Turpin right there. Kyle Turpin, those were the two who collaborated on the stop. They tried to set up the screen, as you called it, got a little bit of it back, makes this semi-manageable.
It's an interesting third and about 13, but again, I think momentum in the balance right now, which to me is a loss for Lexington. They had everything going their way. Now, they feel like the game is settled down. They only have the 8-point lead. Now you got to see if Gilbert will ever get on track offensively. Here's a big third down. Carter looking left. Caught, but it's going to be well short of the first down. That was intended for and received by Nigel Lewis, the 6-foot junior, one of their key performers on offense.
Not enough to pick up a first down, Stacy. And that brings us to the end of the first 12 minutes. And a good 12-minute quarter it has been for Lexington.
Absolutely. We're going to step away. Joe Cashin, Stacy Huff, Amanda Poole, and you on a high school Friday night. We call it Sonic FNR Game of the Week. Come on back for quarter 2.
And over here on the sidewalk, it's 112 degrees.
It can be easy to think climate change only impacts other parts of the world. Skywatch Weather set out to dig deep into the ways climate change affects us right here at home and what can be done to mitigate the threats of local plant, animal, and even human life.
We've got actually a really serious health issue here that we sometimes just call comfort in the South.
Join Skywatch Weather for South Carolina Mercury Rising, August 29th at 7 p.m. on Watch Fox.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
I had a car accident. I had a drunk driver cram into me. I went to the hospital in an ambulance, and I really didn't know what to do. I was in shock. I had a friend recommend Brent Stewart, and I contacted him and was down to earth, right with me, and you know, I felt very comfortable talking to him. He handled everything. I would strongly recommend Brent Stewart Law Office to take care of all your needs from start to finish.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do. I like being in charge of others. My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
We're back. Start of quarter number 2. It is the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. We had Wildcat Hollow on the campus of Lexington High School, and Gilbert Indians are visiting. They won last year. They trailed this game 8-0. Lexington making a strong statement in the first quarter, and it smells like team spirit. And here they are now, entertain them. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Punt time, and Gilbert will take over, Joe.
Good stand there by that Gilbert defense to force the 3 downs and out and get the ball back to the offense.
The punt can really hem them in a little bit right here. And it's a nice little spiraling punt. Fair catch called for and caught at the 18-yard line. That's where Gilbert will take over. They're still trying to get there. I believe, Joe, you shared they have not had a first down.
No first downs. Through that first quarter, they had 3 possessions. Couldn't pick up a first down. The biggest one was when they were, gifted the football essentially at the Lexington 40 after the Lexington surprise onside went awry. They couldn't make anything out of that.
So the offensive line, you see big 68 right there, they 77. They got to find a way to move Lexington. Lexington has dominated the line of scrimmage. The defense, they've been fast and they've been physical. Wildcats. Here we go. Pitch left this time. Jalen Jay, the senior, 6 foot 197. He's going to get a few yards on that left side. Trying to find something that works, Joe.
Lexington has really played fast and physical in the early part of this ball game. They are flying to the ball, and when they get there, they're in a bad mood. They have really done a nice job of containing this Gilbert running attack.
So we'll see if they stubbornly stay on the ground right here. One back in, that's Jay. Oh, he has one-on-one coverage outside and overshot him. That was Connor Gooding, I believe, the big tight end, the Marshall commit. I believe that's 8, yes. Well covered by Lexington.
Connor Gooding is a big one, 6'5" and 212. Just a vertical. They send Gooding down the field, and he tries to go up. And it's good position defensively there by Lorenzo Cato. He's been on some PBUs already tonight.
Haven't seen a lot of Javon Weems. They play both backs, and he's been out a lot when he's banged up. Jay has been in this entire drive.
It is 3rd down and 9.
3rd and long again. Both teams, part of their statements coming in, they want to put the other team in uncomfortable, obvious passing situations, and Lexington has done it the most. They've had Gilbert behind the sticks the entire game thus far. 4 wideouts in the formation. Kumar's inside slot position. We'll see if he gets another target here.
The referee just came over and had a few words with Lexington head coach Dustin Curtis. Obviously not privy to that conversation, but looks like we're ready to snap the ball here, hopefully.
He does have a bulky pace in this run. Still more conversation.
Not sure what does he want the music turned off, the sound, or I'm not
Coaching
sure what the referee's wanting here.
I'm sorry, Joe. Coaching Zume on the field now too. Anytime one coach gets a conversation, the other one wants one too, and I understand it. Like, what did you tell him? What's going on? So they're sorting something out. Usually it's a scoreboard issue or something with some off the field situations when it's this long a delay.
I think it. There's a. There's a group of maybe students on the field down to our right, and maybe the official wants them off the field where they're standing.
Yeah, that's what's going on for our right here down below us.
And I am purely speculating because I see the white hat looking that way.
But there's two Lexington staffers pointing and gesturing for some people to move down there. So you're exactly right. And that's what everybody's looking at over there. They're waiting on someone to move here on the Lexington sideline. I mean, on the stands. The other side of the band from us right here.
Nobody's moving anywhere. The official is still looking down
Everybody's
there.
looking at that same corner. That's Coach Dustin Curtis on your screen right there. Won a state title at AC Florida just about 4 or 5 short years ago. Went up to Dorman for a year and came back home. He's from Lexington. He played on that 2000 state runner-up team. Graduated in 2001. That was his senior year, that 2000 fall football season, state runner-up. That team also included Coach Goodman, who's at Travelers Rest, and Coach Wheeler, who's at Hammond. Quite a squad that time, but he ended up attending the University of South Carolina, but he's a Lexington native.
It'd be great to be able to go down to Amanda Poole and check this one out. We are dealing with some audio difficulties tonight in the communications realm. Trying to find out what's going on.
Yes, sir. So some of the stops in Curtis's career: 8 years as a head coach, spent a few years at Westwood, AC Florida. I talked about the championship, and of course, we mentioned Dorman and back here. But this goes Ozzie Exume. I mentioned him a little bit earlier. New Jersey native. Moved and grew up in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Played at Central Gwinnett High School. That is one of those powerful programs in that greater Atlanta area. Played some tight end at Newberry College. Graduated class of 2016 from Newberry. Coach Curtis, Gamecock alum. Coach Exume coached girls basketball. He was actually a basketball player as a young person. We're back live action to the left side. Just no chance on that throw, Joe. For James, the senior. Gilbert just has not found any traction.
Gilbert James wanted Ethan Coleman that time. Even if he catches that ball into the boundary, it's not going to be enough for a first down. So once again, Stacy, Gilbert 3 downs and out, still yet to pick up a first down.
And losing the field position game as well, which is part of every coach comes in talking about controlling the field position. Punt returners Watford and Headley for Lexington are standing right about midfield, and it's a bad punt off the side of the foot. This is Lemony Snicket's. A series of unfortunate events. We're going to step away after that punt, and Lexington will take over when we come back on the Sonic FNR Game of the Week, Week 0.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976. Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Back here, Wildcat Hollow, Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Sonic, Stacy Health, Joe Cash, and Amanda Poole. We're less than 1 minute into quarter number 2. All Lexington thus far. The scoreboard reads 8-0. Lexington over Gilbert, and Lexington has the ball in prime real estate. It's all about location, Joe. They're on the 30-yard line.
After a 10-yard punt by Gilbert gives Lexington great field position, as you mentioned.
A reverse, and there's that guy, Deacon DeMarco. He's going to throw it. Caught. Touchdown. Strike up. The Wildcat fights on. Deacon DeMarco to Cam Capel, the tight end, and trickeration once again. They fell for the okie doke, and Deacon DeMarco, after the reverse, the jet sweeps before, throws it lefty style to Cable. That is a Wildcat touchdown.
That's a great place to try for some sort of quick strike. After the short punt by Gilbert, you watch it right here. They set it up beautifully. Watch the little option reverse coming to this near side, and the left-handed thrower there, Deacon DeMarco. Once again, we've called his name a number of times. There's Cam Cable. He was running wide open into the end zone. 30-yard touchdown pass. More points on the board for Lexington.
Mark Brown Law Firm Play of the Game nominee early on. So the Mark Brown Law Firm been our sponsor for our Play of the Game. We'll let you know about that late in the fourth quarter. And now, with all the momentum, Lexington's afraid on the scoreboard a little bit more now, Joe, up 14-0, and they're going to go for two again. They'll go empty backfield.
Going for two.
Empty backfield with Brennan Carter at his first career start. Fake the jet sweep, and he's going to look to throw over the middle, and nobody there. There's a referee on that corner, and they're going to misfire on that two-point conversion. 14-0 Lexington over Gilbert, and they really had Gilbert out of sorts this entire ball game. See the celebration on the field there for Lexington. Take another look at this touchdown, Joe. It's quite spectacular.
Well, the sudden change big one, kind of what you call this sometimes. You take over a great field position after a turnover or a short punt right there. And with Dustin Curtis going into the bag of tricks here early in the season here in week 0, and I got to tell you, Stacy, I think I'm a little bit surprised by this score. I mean, it's going to be one of those things where a lot of people thought Gilbert was going to be the favorite coming in with all the talent they had coming back, and they have a lot of talent coming back. Dustin Curtis, his second season, didn't know what really to expect from Lexington, but I tell you what, they've come out here as the aggressive team in this game, fast, physical, and they really had Gilbert off balance all night.
Yeah, I agree. You saw the crowd getting into it. Quite a cheerful crowd here. School just in a couple weeks. And you know, the impressive thing about that play, Joe, I think DeMarco could have run it in maybe as well. There was nobody on this side of the field. It was that's how you know a great play call. He could have run it 15 to 20 yards, decided to throw it the easier route, and it was just well drawn up. And great job coaching right now by this offensive and defensive staff of Lexington Wildcats.
One play, 30 yards, 10 seconds, time of possession. But those are your drive stats.
That's what you call efficiency.
That is.
They're looking for revenge, though. They lost this game last year, and you can tell they thought about it ever since.
Yeah, 14-3, Gilbert won over at Gilbert, so only time Gilbert's beaten them. They haven't played many times, I think 6 times overall.
Stephen Cagle's offensive coordinator at Lexington. I remember Stephen Cagle was a quarterback playing in the Midlands himself.
Return by number 3, Ethan.
That is a
near the 35-yard
Jalen
line.
J. Knocked down about the 35-yard line. Not bad field position, but it doesn't matter if you can't contain the defensive pressure of Lexington. Lexington's played on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
All night long they have, and you really get the feeling, Stacey, I do. I know there's a long way to go in this game, almost 3 quarters, but I think this is an important possession for Gilbert. They have not picked up a first down yet. Whether they go and score or not, I think they've got to try to establish some sort of offensive rhythm on this drive somehow or another. Pick up a couple 2 first downs, at least flip the field, if nothing else.
I totally agree. They got both backs now, both stud running backs from last season. Jay, the senior, Williamson, the sophomore, flanking James. And this time it's going to be Trevon Williamson. Oh, he stumbled, had a little gap that time, and he's going to pick up about 3. They're just trying to get something established.
There's something going, and you almost saw Williamson right there with a little bit of a gap, a little bit of a seam, a little crease right there. Just gets tripped up, picks up 3 tough yards.
He can get to the end zone in a hurry to Casa. Again, you're right. This is a big drive. They not only want to establish the line of scrimmage, they got to get points. They just got to pay. Lexington has really been whooping them. A line of scrimmage on both sides.
No question.
Snap. Oh, thrown into traffic. They're going to call interference, and that's going to be controversial. Justin Curtis is not going to like that. Defended by Noah McClary, number 6 for Lexington. But he had as good a chance at that ball as the offensive player. He had every right to that ball.
I have to agree, Stacey. I think this is a tough call going against Lexington right here, their second penalty. But I think McClary made a good break on this ball. I think he gets there about I'm at a loss there, Stacy. I'm not really. Unless he grabbed him coming out of the break that we just didn't see.
Yeah, I can catch that.
Break for Gilbert, I think.
Just like that, it is a Columbia Police Department first down across midfield now. So Gilbert now touching the 47-yard line of Lexington. Other than the whiffed onside kick, this is the other time they've only been on this side of the field. Can he take advantage of it? First down. Williamson flanking James. Williamson gets the carry. Left side, he has speed. There's going to be a penalty now. Will it be a hold? McCauley had him in the clutches. He ran through it, but might have been a hold helping out Williamson on that left side.
I'm thinking you're right on this one, Stacy, because I saw it too. Watch Williamson get to the corner right here, and there you see it right there. That's what the flag is.
Caught, hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
They got 8 that time. They got the.
That's 8-on-8 violence.
Yeah,
right
8-on-8 violence. Right. We all just get along. Connor Gooding, the Marshall commit, got caught that time. A little overzealous in his clutches.
That's a holding call against Gilbert. That's going to back up the Indians 10 yards after what was a fairly modest gain on first down. But, again, tough penalty there. You saw it right from the jump.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. The key for Gilbert right now, you got to get Williamson like they did that time out in space without the penalty, though. You want him out on the edge because he has the speed and tackle breaking ability. And now this is kind of like his drive. Now remember, he's in this game. Last time it was Jalen J behind the sticks, though, and he's going to get another chance. Williamson on the left side, a room to run. And this kid is special, and he weaves his way down. Gain of about 16, 17. We'll see where they mark it. First and 17. I think he got all of it.
He's going to be really close. You see the short side pitch. He gets some good blocking on the corner right there. Nice block out there by number 2, Ethan Coleman. Kind of paves the way. Well, you get a glimpse of the talent right there from Williamson. Yeah. He just turned on the Jets, and I'm not sure. I'm waiting to see if they move the chain. Yeah, it is a first down.
He's down there. He's trying to. They haven't moved him. He's talking to him. He's telling him, "You see me doing this motion. This means you got to walk 10 yards the other way." He's having a conversation, but he was looking at the flag. The stick guy saying. But another referee is over there with his foot on the ground, so now they can have a little usher board meeting over there. Of course, Coach Exume is going to help him. He's helping him officiate, of course.
I think they're going to call it second down. I think he's just short.
So once the referee, so the white hat actually was talked out of that first down. He was gesturing. The referee had a better saw. That's good work, other officials. 2nd and 1. Williamson then flanking James. 2 wide outs in the formation, Joe, and they will not touch the ball right here. Trevon Williamson, I believe, right here. 2nd down and 1 is a passing situation for some people, and they are going to pass it. They fooled him. But what pressure? James escaped the pressure and completed a pass just a little bit more than enough to his tight end Gooding for the first down. It's a Columbia Police Department first down.
Well, this is all Cooper James, too. I mean, again, the pressure coming from Lexington. You see it right here. Quick pressure coming off the edge from Chasker Nettles. Able to avoid Nettles is James, and he's able to flip it out there to the Marshall commit. Connor Gooding picks up another first down.
Good body control by Gooding. Get his hands on to stop his progress and get his hands on the ball right there. So the police department first down, and now Gilbert has something cooking inside the 35-yard line of Lexington. Trying the middle again. They stubbornly trying that middle. There's a flag down way across the field now. No action happening over there, but across the 40-yard line paint. There's a flag over there, so it may be a line when they lined up.
Trayvon Williamson on the carry.
Yes, it's on Gilbert.
Play is made for Lexington by Jeffrey Wiggin, number 44.
We'll see. The White Hats indicating they're going to.
Ball spotted at the Lexington 32.
They pick it up?
Sideline warning, Gilbert.
Sideline warning. I was there's a lot of conversation over there, but
the voice from the sky told us.
Someone in my ear, a powerful, mighty Wizard of Oz. So 7:51 to play in the second quarter. So both teams have been warned. Next time you get on the field, and we don't want that to affect the game, though. I hope that doesn't happen again. So another big play coming up as Gilbert's trying to establish something. Down 14-0, and another flag, and this is going to be the layup game.
Penalty goes against Gilbert. Delay of game.
We had a clean first quarter, Stacy, in terms of penalties.
Did you say something about no penalties?
I don't know that I
don't think I did.
Not sure I mentioned that, but I got to say it now.
Caused this cosmic shift.
Ball to the 37, second down.
We've had several here in the second period.
They're just going back and forth, 5 yards up, 5 yards back. And now behind the sticks again. Gilbert second at about 12. Williamson to the left of James. They may throw it to him. He was the check down, throwing into traffic. Watford with an interception. Bad decision. Bennett Watford was just lurking. There'll be a celebration penalty on Lexington, but they don't care. Great safety play, but that's a risky thing.
And Gilbert's offensive line gave James all day to throw it. Then he just kind of throws the ball over the middle of the field behind the intended target, Crew Morris. Crew never had a chance at that one. As you called it, Bennett Watford went up and made the pick. And for Gilbert, that's their second turnover. I'm sorry, his first turnover tonight.
I like that kid, though. He's been thumping. He got the chain. He had the turnover chain around his neck. Personal foul on both teams. Going to offset. I didn't see it on both ways, so both teams had a personal foul after that play.
Personal fouls.
And offset.
Lexington football.
Bennett Watford has made quite an impact in this game, Joe. A couple thunderous hits. Now an INT.
13-yard line.
So as soon as Gilbert has something going, first down, they'll take over an 11-yard line. That man again, Brendan Carter, having a strong debut to his career. Nice cut in the hole and still churning. Torrey Jones, a nice gain on first down.
Number 4, Torrey Jones.
That was a critical drive, Stacy, for Gilbert. They couldn't come up with anything, turned the ball over. That's a good run right there. You call it by Torrey Jones. He's able to cut back right there against the grain and pick up some good yardage. The tackle made out there.
Counter step.
Not after a gain of about 6.
There was a counter step. They had a little counter tray step the time to start that play. And another back end, another smaller back end, a backup. He's going to carry it that time. That is 21 for Lexington. Markel Bird, 5'7", 165-pound chicken. They have some small backs. That's another Columbia Police Department first down. Lexington up 2 touchdowns with the momentum and the football. They haven't thrown it a lot, but 2 wideouts in the game. Nice run again. Bird, Markel Bird, a gain of 12. The backup running back, Joe. Great job up front for the offensive line. Another Columbia Police first down. They have a $5,000 sign-on bonus if you want to get a job in the police department. Look at that run.
Lexington O-line right there. You just called it paving the way. That time for Markel Bird.
3-snap penalty. We had too many of these mounting up now. This was going to be on Lexington. Hanky on the ground right there. So yeah, the penalties have really been one of the stars of the second quarter.
First down,
Freeze.
15.
Third penalty against Lexington tonight. Each team with 3 penalties, each team with a turnover in this one.
That's going to bring up another long yardage situation. Give again to Bird around the right side, cuts it up. Nice speed, Bird. It may come back, but Bird breaks outside and just shows the Jets still fighting for yards. It's going to be a penalty marker down at the 37-yard line. It's coming back. Somebody held a little too good with the block at that time, but that young man off the bench has shown up big in the second quarter. Gilbert. It's coming back, though.
Holding against Lexington. That's going to wipe out a 30-plus yard pickup by Bird. And all of a sudden, the flags have sort of...
Referees have been the stars. Take a look, Joe.
Yep.
All right. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that is a...
doubt you got to call that one.
Yeah, you can get a charge on that one. That was a lot.
Wipes out a 32-yard run by Bird, which really would have set Lexington up. Already up by 2 scores as we work towards the end of the first half.
cannot jack up the defender and try to sure to turn him around. That is forbidden. So yeah, we've just had penalty after penalty. Both teams
First down.
really self-inflicted wounds in the second. Own yardage. Good penetration by Gilbert that time. Pursuing that play. That's 41 in the white jersey. That is A.J. Doria, the junior 6'1", 199, who pursued the tackle.
That's a good nose from the football by Doria that time. They tried to run that sweep. Torrey Jones coming this left side, near side left, and Doria is able just to sniff that one out, figure it out, track the ball carrier down for another loss.
Second and 23.
Second down, 23 yards to go. That is a long distance phone call. Carter has a man. It is DeMarco. Deacon DeMarco with a catch over midfield. The small guy with the big heart, Deacon DeMarco. What a throw by Carter. What a catch by DeMarco. Columbia Police first down. Joe, talk about it.
Big time play right here. He gets time to throw in the pocket, does Carter, and he just finds DeMarco running, streaking down the middle of the field, wide open. He's going to pick up about 28, about 32 yards on that play.
Another Mark Brown Law Firm Player of the Game nominee right there. And moving the backfield that time and just going nowhere. Great pursuit by the white jerseys of Gilbert. But if you're a defensive coordinator, that's what nightmares are made of. That's nightmare fuel. 23 yards to go, you give up 32.
Loss of 3 on the run.
That allows Lexington to keep possession of the ball and keep working on this clock. They lead at 14-0, and don't forget they won the toss to start the game, deferred it, so they'll get first possession coming out. So another big stand here for Gilbert. They need to keep them out of the end zone.
Well said, Joe. Rolling clock, certain quarter, it is 4:04. It'll be under 4 after this play, and Gilbert has yet to touch scoreboard. Oh, pressure. 3 men in, a good block picked up by Carter for Carter. That was a great job by 71 for Lexington. He might have saved the bacon and a big loss. Bryce Mitchell, 6'5", 215, the junior with a big block.
He called it, Stacy. Mitchell kind of saw his quarterback in trouble. Watch him peel back right here. There are a whole host of Indians here. Watch this right here. Boom. As Bryce Mitchell comes back, it just allows the quarterback, Brendan Carter, not to get sacked and avoid a big loss there.
Absolutely. Ball's placed exactly at midfield. 3:40 to play in the first half. 3 wides to the left side of Carter. He's going to put Torrey Jones out in the slot position. Timeout's going to be called Lexington. Oh, Coach Curtis not happy.
We'll break on this timeout. We'll break on this timeout.
We'll step away with 3:40 to play in the first half. Lexington up 14-0 over Gilbert. It's week 0 from Wildcat Hollow, Sonic FNR Game of the Week.
Boho Pizza, sponsoring this timeout.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law offices.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
.340 left in the first half. Gilbert trailing Lexington 14-0. And coming up in the Stewart Law Office's halftime report, we'll introduce you to this week's Scholar Athlete presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. You can have it all in the South Carolina Army National Guard. Look forward to that coming up at halftime. Ball's right at midfield. Lexington behind the sticks. Jay in a linebacker right now. Gilbert, That's a flag right there. We're coming out of a timeout. Another sideline situation. They were talking to the Gilbert.
Down on the field.
And drop the flag. You get fired on your day off. Crowd. Sideline warning again on Gilbert. That's two. How many of those did you get? Is it a penalty this time?
You get a warning and then they step it off.
Yeah, they're stepping this one off. I was saying earlier, both teams have been warned before, so 5 free yards for Lexington. A lot has happened since the 340 mark.
That's a big penalty too. 3rd and 14 turning into 3rd and 9.
Yes, sir. Changes your play calls.
Yep.
Man in motion. This Deacon DeMarco has 2 men in front of him, cuts it up. I'll tell you what, that could have been a big play. That's a good defensive play. Good defensive play by Gilbert at the time. Let's go down to the sidelines and check in with Amanda Poole. Amanda.
Gilbert tackler is number 5, Grant Enter.
Don't have her again, sorry.
That was Elliott, the injured player at that time for Gilbert. We'll get back to Amanda and check in with her later. That was Elliott. He's the man that made that tackle on that play. Safely could have been a bigger gain for Lexington. And he's getting some medical attention on the sidelines.
But you got to figure, though, this is 4-down territory for Lexington. They're going to go for this with their kicking game here tonight. They have shown almost no gumption, really. Rather than they want to kick the football, they're going to go for it. And I don't blame them.
Absolutely.
I mean, their defense has done a tremendous job of slowing Gilbert's offense down. So if you're Dustin Curtis here, I think this is absolute go territory.
Gavin Elliott, number 20, he dove in, sliced between 2 blockers. There's a little convoy there set up for the speedy one, Deacon DeMarco, but Elliott probably saved the first down. But as you mentioned, Lexington, Joe, will stay on the field. It is 4th down and 3. And the backup back is in the game right now. He has some good runs. Markel Bird, 5'7", 165-pound junior. See if they keep it on the ground here. It has been a moment since we heard from Sergeant Headley, number 10, out there in the slot. We'll call another timeout. Rhythm has been kind of herky-jerky in this game, Joe.
Yeah, it has slowed down considerably here in the second quarter. Penalties, stoppages of play. Still 3:25 to go before halftime.
So, you and I both have seen a lot of these games, but first week of the season, week 0, you see a lot of 2 things you normally see: a lot of penalties, and the one thing I don't want to jinx this, we haven't seen cramps.
So far, good in that area.
Right, and it's not that high. It's not as hot as it normally is in August in Columbia, South Carolina either, but
humidity not bad. Actually, pretty darn good for the 3rd week of August in South Carolina.
Don't let me get in trouble. We're not Columbia. We're in Lexington, but we're in the Columbia area.
Yep.
We're in Lexington. I'm sure to say that. Wildcat Hollow. We've only 15 seconds have been played, and we've had 2 timeouts, 2 or 3 penalties, an injury. A lot has happened.
Again, a big play here for Gilbert. If they can get a stop on 4th down, get the ball back with their offense, they've got plenty of time. 3 timeouts still in the pocket here before halftime. They could go down and get some points on the board and feel pretty good maybe about the way this first half has gone if they can score and only be down by 1 score.
Great points, Joe, as always. That's why you're Joe. Proud veteran and all-around great citizen. Carter breaking the pocket, cuts it inside. Might have had room outside, but he's going to get the first down with just strength. And the ball came out. And the ball might have come out at the end, but he got it back, I think. Columbia Police first down. What determination by the junior quarterback. That was strong right there. He made that happen on his own.
And I agree with you too, Stacy. He cut it back inside. I thought he had some room if he bounces it outside, but he winds up making it work, picks up the first down, and keeps the chains moving.
That's a big play, as you mentioned. He's going to keep it this time and show the wheels. This time he will go outside with blocking in front. And got room inside the 15-yard line. It could have been a late hit over there. And that's just a great play call once again. They're in the Jim Hudson Automotive Group red zone, but what a play call. Watch this. Talk about it, Joe.
Yeah, just a direct quarterback run. He runs to the left, picks up some good blocking up here at the point of attack, gets a good block there on the corner from number 4, Torrey Jones, kind of clears the way, picks up a first down. Lexington again in business.
Tell you what, no first start jitters for Brennan Carter, the junior. Another play now, they're going to be inside the 5-yard line, and Lexington trying to go for a first half knockout, and of course, stoppage and play again. We got a player real woozy, limping for Gilbert. That is number 5, Greg Gunner, junior. And then another flag, of course, Flagapalooza?
I was waiting on that one, Stacy. That's kind of what it's turned into here in the second quarter.
Flagapalooza 2024. It's not letting the game get any kind of real momentum. And this is a big one, personal foul. Joe, that's huge. You're inside the 5-yard line, and then you got to do a Michael Jackson moonwalk.
That's their second personal foul accepted here in this ballgame, their 5th penalty. Instead of second down and goal from inside the 5, it's not going to be outside the 15.
I see zoom in on your screen right there. Again, former tight end. First down carry. Drag down the time. First man there for Gilbert is 32, Aiden Racy. 5'10", 170. Modest game.
Racy forced that fumble in the first quarter because Lexington's only turnover comes up with a stop right there.
So Lexington is at a very deliberate pace, Joe. They mean for this to be the last possession of the first half, and they score. That's kind of their goal right here. They mean for Gilbert to not touch the ball again this half. Using the clock. The clock stopped at 2:11. Now remember, it is second and goal because of that personal foul, so we'll take the time. It's third down. Check that. Yeah, check that third down. So this play will be big. They'll put it in the air. They will stop the clock if it's not caught, and it is not caught. So that does help Gilbert's chance to get the ball back. There's a little time left on it. 4th down and forever.
Looks like they will bring the field goal kicker on to try to get the 3.
That kicker for them is Gavin Kovac. 41. Right footer. 34-yard field goal. Joe Casher, you can make that, all right?
Lord no, Stacy. Are you kidding? Maybe with a 5-iron.
I was about to say that's a little. Actually, that's a little 9-iron action for you right there.
As bad as I hit irons, I probably wouldn't get it to the 5-yard line with a 5-iron.
Take a shot right here from 34 out. Good snap, good hold. Toe beats leather and hands to the sky. Nice kick by Gavin Kovac, the junior. Extends that lead 17-0. So now a 3-possession lead for Lexington as we have 1:56 left to play in the first half.
14-play drive that time, Stacy. Covered 75 yards.
That's a lot.
I'm sorry, 72 yards. Check that. And burned up more than 5 minutes off the clock. And if you're Lexington, you're Dustin Curtis. You really couldn't have drawn this up much better than.
No, absolutely. They've done a great job coaching. They've had the offense of Gilbert diagnosed, Joe. They didn't think they could pass the ball, so they've choked off the running game. And Gilbert's got to come out at halftime. They got to come out and figure out a way to get some completions. They got to loosen up that defense some. So we'll see what they do to get Cooper James comfortable in the third quarter. But he has 1:56 left. They try to find a rhythm here, Joe. Left in the first half. There's another kickoff. And, of course, our kickoff brought to you by the Will Luke Ray. The Will Luke Ray Opportunity School for over 100 years. We've been helping students build a better future. I've been giving the love earlier to the MUSC touchdown we had. MUSC is our touchdown sponsor. A squib kick. Filled it and down. That was 22. Adam Lepley, the junior. Pretty good field position now. If they can complete some passes, they have enough time, Joe. Cash and Stacey Huff and Amanda Poole here with you.
36.
36-yard line. So if I do some quick ciphering right here, 64 yards to a touchdown, Joe. The Jethro Bodine School of Ciphering.
That would be correct.
Yeah. But again, the thing comes down to, can they complete a pass? I think Gooding has their only reception maybe in this ball game. It was a low throw.
It was low.
4 people in the formation. There it is right there. Crew Mars, the young man, they got to get on track. He has a burst. Gets hit hard. A couple of Lexington defenders after a gain of about 7.
Crew Morris trying to put it in cruise control right there. Is able to pick up about 8.
I love it. Cruz.
His dad, Michael, just retired from the South Carolina National Guard in a ceremony yesterday after 28 years.
Wow.
Michael Morris,
Outstanding
Lieutenant Colonel. So congratulations to him on a great career.
Definitely, congratulations. Appreciate your service. Thankful for your service. Man, great family. Pitch to Williamson, and this man can change the game in a minute now. Tell you what, that was a good run. He needed about 3 yards, and he got probably 10 on that. That's a Columbia Police first down, and Trayvon Williamson is the one guy that can electrify this crowd, this talent. Like on the left side. They won't be able to run it down, so they got to get some more passes. Williamson again, running through traffic. A lot of blue shirts to the football. Gain of about 1 on the play. Put you to the 1 minute mark.
Gilbert will stop it here with a timeout.
Yes, sir.
On the run, it's Trayvon Williamson. Casper Nettles, the senior DB on the tackle. 2nd down and 9.
Stand right here with them. Talk about some of the emotion of this game. You know, Lexington was really excited, according to Coach Curtis, really excited about having his first game at home. The whole build-up of the summer, anticipation. They lost some players. You know, they loved the way last season ended. Getting the first game here with your crowd, this is kind of what they drew up. And I talked to Coach Exume. He says football is about moments. They're trying to build this program back, and he has a motto of the team: we want more. With Coach Leapart, they knocked on the door several years. They want to go at least one more game in the playoffs. They want more. So we'll see how the second half shapes up, but I think it's setting up to be a good one, only if Gilbert can figure out a way to get on track offensively. Here we are, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. Crew Morris again, the bubble screen. Has the Jets. Gonna be talking about 2 yards short again. Another gain of about 7. It's gonna be a little bit, maybe call it 3. That was a gain of 6. It's gonna be 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Need to make the 39-yard line. They'll probably play for 2 downs here. That's Morris. That's a low throw. Morris was open at the sticks, but James just couldn't get it there to him.
That's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback when you're rolling out to the left and you're trying to throw against your body. It's a tough throw by Cooper James. He just short hop that one. You see them trying to get Crew Morris on track and get him involved, but unsuccessful right there. But they will go for this first down here on 4th down with just 30 seconds left in the first half.
4th and 3. Next in the crowd, they're getting the bell tolling right here. 4th down. Crowd getting behind the 4th down defense. 30.3 seconds to go in the half. I think this is a big play.
No question.
They're gonna call a timeout. They think so too.
Yep.
Every timeout. Joe, they're gonna have to unlock that
what's
passing
coming
game.
up on Saturday on Watch Fox.
Let's take a look at some of the activity coming up this Saturday on Watch Fox. Always good games and good activity this time of year there at 2:30. Honoring the Negro League is always a worthy cause. Fox Sports Voices. That's going to be good. You don't want to miss that. You can learn something on that. Underreported, undercovered, and Fox doing their best to get that right. At 3 p.m., horse racing, Saratoga Saturday. And at 6 p.m., it's the MLS, folks. The other football, Seattle Sounders versus Minnesota United. great action beginning at 2:30 on Watch Fox 7. Look at the crowd. The Gilbert folks, they're looking for something to cheer about. A fourth down completion might do it right here, Joe. A fourth down
That would get them excited for sure.
Yeah, fourth down conversion. Jalen J back in at running back. So Cooper James still trying to find a way to get some. They're going to take Jalen J and flank him out. Empty backfield now. 5 receivers out. Oh, it was McCauley saw it coming. Matt McCauley had it diagnosed. Goody was open for a split second. McCauley broke on it. That's just a decent play call, but a better defensive play.
Well, we've seen McCauley do it offensively and defensively tonight. He scored Lexington's first touchdown of the night on an 8-yard touchdown run, and it's going to send Lexington to the half here with a great PB who makes a great read on this, breaks on the ball. You can't do it any better than that. And I'll tell you what, he was almost in position, Stacy, to have another highlight kind of play.
He's been running it back toward our 20.
Uh-huh.
Man.
Next stop, Highway 1.
Absolutely.
Over there at the
crowd having a good time, though. It's still Friday night, no school tomorrow. Still a good night. A lot of football left to play. 3 scores is not a lot in high school football. So both teams will be trying to establish something in the third quarter.
Again, Lexington will have it first to start the third quarter.
Good point, Joe. Good point, Joe.
Eventually, we'll get to the third quarter.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't feel like it's close right now.
All we waiting on is a kneel down, and we having a hard time getting the kneel down lined up. They're in victory formation.
The best formation in football.
Absolutely. And that's it. That'll do it for the first half. Both teams will head.
So now we just stretch until Amanda gets coach.
To the locker room. Lexington's got to be pleased. When they came out, Coach Curtis down there having a conversation with officials. He's having a little meeting. He wants to know what's going on. He's got some things he's not pleased about. They say his chili's running a little hot, maybe. We're going to find out. We'll know in a minute. We're going to check in and see how he's feeling about some things in about 5 seconds. Let's go down to Amanda Poole and Coach Dustin Curtis. Amanda.
Thanks, Stacy, here alongside Coach Curtis. Coach, first career varsity. I think he did so far.
I think he's playing really well. You know, I think we shot ourselves in the foot a couple times. You know, we like to finish a few drives. I think we're really moving the ball well until we have penalties and, you know, things of that nature, or, you know, dumb post play mistakes like down there. So we feel like we've left a little bit out there on the table, but I think he's managing the game really well.
As far as Gilbert goes, you told me ahead of this game that you wanted to stop the run and make them one-dimensional. How do you think you've done that so far?
I think we've definitely done that so far, but it's a long way to go, and both of their backs are capable of, if you miss a tackle, they're going to house call it. So our defense has to continue to play really, really strong up front.
All right, thank you, Coach. Stacy.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Coach Curtis. There's our Coach's Corner, brought to you by Lexington Medical. We'll step away. Halftime festivities coming up after this. Week 0, Year 10, Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football. Game of the week, Lexington 17, Gilbert.
Join me, Friendly Clairvaux, right here at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center for the best pop culture experience the Midlands has to offer. Meet Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, X-Men 97 cast members, Kari Payton, and other celebrity guests. See you there.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Canoost and meteorologist Clara Faith bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Welcome back. We stand at halftime at Wildcat Hollow. Lexington 17, Gilbert 0. Glad to have you in with us. We step away now and go downstairs to Amanda Poole with the Gilbert High School admin.
Thank you, Stacey. Alongside Gilbert's athletic director, Nicole Amick. Nicole, you were telling me a little bit about some changes coming this way for Gilbert. Tell me, how are you guys embracing change this fall?
Well, we're really excited. We're moving into the 4A classification, and Coach Anaz and I were actually the first in our district to split with the athletic director and head football coach. So that's a really cool thing. Looking to add girls wrestling and lacrosse this season. So lots of great things happening in Gilbert, America.
Awesome. I'm going to have to go check in on girls wrestling. That sounds so cool.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Nicole. Stacey.
Thank you, Amanda, and thank you from the Gilbert administrator. And now we'll talk about our Scholar Athlete of this week, brought to you by the South Carolina Army National Guard. For Gilbert, it's Connor Gooding. Connor is a 4-year Letterman tight end for the Indians and has been named All-Region and All-State. He also competes in basketball, track, and lacrosse. At school, he has a 4.89 GPA and is a member of the Beta Club Teacher Cadet Program and earned the Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish. In the community, he is a FCA leader and camp participant and volunteers at local sports camps and elementary schools. Connor has committed to Marshall University and plans to major in communications, and we wish him the very best. He'll play football at Marshall University. Thank you, South Carolina Army National Guard, for your sponsorship. Congratulations to Connor. And we stand at halftime. We'll be back with more halftime from Lexington, South Carolina after this.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence how really build up since I've been here.
This place has shown me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
halftime here in Lexington, South Carolina. Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. The Lexington Wildcats lead the Gilbert Indians 17-0 in a strong first half. And as we stand at halftime, we'll take it down to our third member of our broadcast team, Amanda Poole. Amanda.
Thank you, Stacey. I'm here alongside Lexington's principal, Jennifer McNair. Jennifer, you were just telling me that you just joined the Lexington community in July, just a month ago. How have they welcomed you here?
It has been remarkable. I have worked in Lexington 1 for quite a while, but Lexington High School is incredible. You can probably see all around us how many folks are here this evening. We have such a strong history of just community and caring for each other, and so I've just really had a wonderful first couple of months getting to know everyone.
What's special about this community that you've seen so far?
So far, I think we have a motto, enter to learn, leave to serve, and we are very service driven. You'll see that throughout our community, students looking for ways to give back. And I think that's what stands out the most. We are getting ready to celebrate 100 years of athletics, so be on the lookout for more information about that soon.
All right, well, we've got good news coming your way as our sponsors, Sonic, will go ahead and present us with some great news. They're slowly making their way, Sonic, on their way. All right, we got Sonic here to present Jennifer McNair. Tell her the good news.
You guys won, so on behalf of Sonic, we would like to congratulate you with $500.
That is outstanding. Thank you so much. We really appreciate everybody who came out and helped. That is remarkable. Thanks for helping us out.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So Lexington, the winner of the car hops for cash this week. We'll send it back up to you, Stacey.
Thank you very much, Amanda, and congratulations for winning that this time for Lexington. And speaking of Lexington, our South Carolina Army National Guard Scholar Athlete of the Week for Lexington is Lexi Taylor. Lexi is a 3-year varsity softball player for the Wildcats. At their school, she has a 5.017 GPA and has interned with the athletics department and served as the mascot handler. In the community, Lexi is a very active member with her church. She is still visiting colleges and has not made a decision just yet. But we do wish her the very best wherever she goes. Congratulations, Lexi Taylor. And thanks to the South Carolina Army National Guard for the Scholar Athlete sponsorship. And with that, we step away. Halftime activity still underway. It's week 0, the first game of year 10 for Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Come on back.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
I was in the company truck, and they hit me from the back. Hit and run, and it messed up my back. Well, I couldn't work anymore. First lawyer I hired wasn't listening or caring. I knew I needed an attorney that would care for me. That's why I made the transition from the other attorney. I'm so glad that I found Stewart Law Office. Brent genuinely care about his client. I mean, and they fight for you. I would recommend him to anyone.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams.
Let me give some love to my girl Tessa Johnson, shooting those threes like they were water.
To moments of sorrow.
Everything that I own. Only thing I got left was the shoes and the jacket that I had on.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Watch Fox News Local First has you covered on all platforms for your local breaking news, weather, and sports alerts. Tune in at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Visit watch.com or follow us on social media for all the latest updates.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today.
And we're back here at halftime. That score 17 on the ledger for Lexington and 0 for Gilbert. A score that might surprise some folks, but a 17-0. And how did we get there? What's funny you should ask. We have a whole moving picture show to tell you how it happened. Joe Cashin, tell the folks about how we got 17-0.
Stacey, all Lexington here in the first half. They go off and running here with this Matt McCauley 8-yard touchdown run. He does it defensively, did it offensively right there. Then you get the little jet sweep handoff going left side to Deacon. DeMarco picks up a nice gain there. And then a razzle-dazzle. They take over at the Gilbert 30. It's the option pass coming back the other way. Cam Cable 30 yards from Deacon DeMarco. That made it 14-0. And then it's Gavin Kovac towards the end of the second quarter nailing a 34-yard field goal. That's where we are. Lexington up by 17.
17-0, as we said. A lot of action expected in the second half. Now we have some highlights to share with you. We're counting down our top 10 plays in our 10th year. Here's play number 10 from Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Went down in week 8 last year, missed the playoffs. Oh, they're going to come out wide open. What, they come out with a trickeration. Got him. Oh, that was a beautifully done. They caught Ridge Jewel Sweet. And he's going end zone to the end zone. Beautiful play out there. A nice trickeration. What a play call by some. Great play by something. Let's take a look at some national plays from around the FNR world. Take a look.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Leo Polovin for Marion County on to attempt the extra point. It's a fake. Warriors to the backside. They got it set up. He goes airborne. Touchdown, Marion County. It was Luke Tipton.
Unbelievable. That was incredible. Takes to the air.
3rd and 10. Terry to throw. Scans right. Directs traffic. Spins back. Middle of the field. Terry's still on his feet. He's wrapped up. Throws it. It's caught at the 15-yard line. Inside the 10.
And they kick it directly to Trevor Pike from his own 20. And Pike is on the run. Pike can lose one defender, and he's still on his feet. Clock runs out, but he's still running, and he's still running. Here comes Trevor Pike. 30, 20, 10, into the end zone.
46-yarder to win the game.
He's got 5 seconds, though. He better go.
Yeah, the play clock is down. It's up. Here we go. It's up. It's got
the distance.
Leg.
It's good! Oh, my God!
It's good! And Milton wins it with a 46-yarder. The last play as the clock winds down. That is number 88.
Glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence has really built up since I've been here.
This place has shown me like it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. the choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Right before the beginning of the third quarter, let's go down to the field to Amanda Poole and Coach Exume.
Thank you, Stacy, here alongside Gilbert's head coach, Ozzie Exume. Ozzie, this was your first halftime speech as a head coach. What'd you say?
Just keep on playing. You know, we've had a bunch of plays out there that we should have made, and we didn't, and that's put us in a little hole. But I think our guys we're settled down and we're fine. It's one play at a time, and I think there's still no panic for me and no panic in that group.
We know you guys have a strong run game. We've seen flashes of it in that first half. How do you want them to crack it open in the second half?
Well, we just got to get to the second level in our blocks. I think that has been a problem. And then we got to block better for each other. I think we've had a couple of plays where we're one block away and we haven't made that block. I think there's plays out there. There's plenty of plays out there. We got to just settle down and make it.
Your crowd's been really supportive throughout this entire first half, and no one's leaving yet so far. What's that mean to you?
Well, that's a good thing because that wasn't a good first half. I think our biggest thing is to give them something to cheer for. They're going to be with us as long as we keep on playing hard, so I feel like we will be fine.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Stacy.
Thank you, Coach Exume. Ozzie Exume in his first season at the helm in the HC position. That's been after being an assistant for 8 seasons under Chad Leapart. Stacy Huff, Joe Casher back up in the booth. And Joe, we saw the game momentum go back and forth. If you're Gilbert, what are you looking to establish? And Lexington doesn't have to start the third quarter with the ball. If you're Gilbert, what are you looking to do?
Well, you got to run the ball. I mean, you got to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers, your 2 running backs, and get them untracked. And they just have not been able to do that at all in that first half. Just 19 yards on the ground for Gilbert in that first half. And that is nothing neither you nor I really expected out of that offense. Lexington, you and I were talking in the break, Lexington has been the faster, more physical football team.
Absolutely.
No question about it. And they came out, like you were telling me, right from the jump, right with the first series, right? They set the tone right away defensively, and they kept that momentum the entire first half. Now, as we mentioned going into the break, Lexington won the toss, deferred at the start of the second half. So this is critical right here and now, right from the jump of the second half. Gilbert comes out, gets a 3 downs and out, gets a stop, and gives it back to their offense to try to climb back into this one.
Absolutely. It's a 3-score game. You see the crowd having a good time, smells like team spirit and all that. But you're right. And Coach Exume said a good thing. When you're a running team, you always feel like that second level. You get to the second level, that changes everything. That's really one more block. Somebody's got to hold the block a little longer. Somebody's got to get to the next man and give these talented backs a chance. They don't have to throw just yet. They don't want to throw. But if they fall behind further than 17-0, they'll put the situation very uncomfortable.
No question.
Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff coming at you right now. For over 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. Kicking off right and left, Gilbert, America. Fielded by DeMarco. Deacon DeMarco, one of my favorite names. He's hit hard, spun, and then slammed at about the 17-yard line, and that's when Lexington up 17-0 will take over. And Joe, talk about their quarterback in his first career start, the junior, Brendan Carter.
I think he's done a really good job. Brendan Carter not putting the ball in harm's way, taking what the defense was giving him. And he's done a good job of directing this Lexington offense tonight. Coach Dustin Curtis will look to watch Carter do that again here in the second half.
We saw a replay of that violent tackle that time. Man, Gilbert trying to maybe they come out and establish something with that kickoff. That was a physical body slam that time. And of course, you caught in the locker room. Hair's going to be on fire. You're down 17-0. Didn't expect it. Your coaches. But let everybody know what went wrong. And we'll find out. The rubber's going to meet the road right here this first drive. And Carter and Lexington come off the sideline with a lead, trying to keep their momentum. That's going to be a jet sweep off the rip, and he hit immediately. And that's 41, who made a big play earlier, A.J. Doria. And that's a loss of about 5 yards on first down. Great job.
Gilbert, this is what you want. He just beats his blocker right here. Can't quite pull and get there in time. And Doria is able to get in there, and he reads that play right from the start. It's a big time TFL. And if you're Gilbert, that's exactly what you had to have happen. How you want to start the third quarter.
That 6 on your screen knocks McFarland, but I believe that was Doria that made that tackle 41.
Yeah.
McFarland is eating up a lot of blocks in there. Lexington behind the sticks. They're going to Try to run wide, and this time going nowhere. Another loss of the play, another 5 yard or so loss. And then Doria again, this young man is having a ball game, and he is fired up. They can't block him on the interior right now.
No, they can't.
Wow.
They can't block that kid right now. He has been the man of the match so far here these first 2 plays to start this third quarter for Gilbert. And now if you're Gilbert, you can't give up a big one right here, right? You cannot give up. And they gave up a 32-yard pass play in that first half. Cost them a first down.
Ball's inside the 10-yard line, and that last run was by the backup tailback, Markel Bird. He stays in. They keep conservative here and just run it. They do. Trying to get some of the real estate back. Nice move in the hole for him, but not a lot going on. First man there for Gilbert. I believe that was Greg Gunter, 5.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the guy that Coach Exubing says he flies around pretty good out there as well on that defense. That's the momentum they need, right? You said 3 and out?
That's what Coach Ozzie Exume needed from his defense. Come up with a couple of stops there. 3 downs and out. They got 2 negative plays on the first 2 plays and runs by Lexington, and now they're going to get the ball back poised to get it in very good field position.
Both to turn in at the 50-yard line, and this game has not featured great punting, by the way. Off the side of the foot, some shanks, and the kick for Lexington, young man who made the only field goal of the game, Gavin Kovac. There's going to be a timeout called Lexington. Somebody wasn't out there. You get that week 0 sometimes. Coach Curtis might better turn the mic off around him right now.
They had 10 men on the field. They had to call a timeout. Only 10 on the field. There's number 11 coming
somebody,
out right now.
This is the longest run in sports right there. Joe, you're the guy that run down the sideline, take your yelling, and then run. Everybody in the stadium knows where the guy that went down there. That's a long run, Joe.
That's a long, lonely run, Stacy.
Well,
you're the 11th guy out there.
Yeah, I won't call his name. I'll let him cook. But you're right. You dialed it up, and that's the coaching staff of Gilbert. They got some people. They're trying to get it back in the right place as well. But not a bad place to go for a block. You don't have to. Gilbert's poised, as you mentioned. You dialed it up. 3 and out, field position. The other part they couldn't do though. They got to move the ball. Kovac stands at the goal line. Evan Kovac. He got a lot of foot in that one now. That's about as good as you can expect. Back at 45-yard line. Conversations after the play that time.
That's a great punt by Kovac. It's 41 yards, and that was all in the air. See, we're talking about how both teams are struggling in the punt game. Well, he hurt us.
Yeah. He said, okay, Mr.
He
Huff.
said, let me show you how to turn this ball over.
Bet you Huff up there knowing so much in that booth, buddy.
That's a college level kick right there.
It was. He had a lot of height. That one. Yeah, it was no return going to happen on that one anyway. So back comes Gilbert now, trying to find some traction on offense. Led by Cooper James. Getting a little bit of experience as a senior quarterback. Williamson just nowhere to go. Hit immediately. I got to get that number. He was hit before he got to the line of scrimmage. Trevon Williamson.
No room in there, Stacy. That Wildcats defense is really contained. That Gilbert Indian running attack. Ethan Van Houten, the linebacker, on the stop there. No gain.
I am impressed, and I think you may be as well, with the speed and physicality Lexington's playing defense with.
Well, you talk about how Lexington has won the line of scrimmage, and they absolutely have. Both sides of the ball tonight, they have just really dominated up front, particularly this Lexington D-line, their front 7. There's no room to run tonight so far for Gilbert.
Lexington's going to need all that, though. They're in one of the most brutal conferences or regions in the state. They were Dutch Fork and Irmo and those folks. Hit immediately. Caught by Kumars, but he was punished about half a second after he caught that, and it's going to be no gain.
And he leads him up the field, too, which is good, but there's nobody out there to try to keep the defenders off Crew Morris right there. And give credit on the tackle to number 1, Lorenzo Cato. And we've called Cato's name out a good bit tonight. He was able to diagnose that play, make the close, and make the sure tackle.
Cato delivered the KO. I don't know if it's KDO or Cato. Screen set up. They got room over there now. He needs one more block. Didn't get it. He needed somebody to block Ethan Van Hout, and he had some room, but nobody blocked Van Hout. He ruined the party, and he shut it down like a fire marshal at a frat house party.
Here it is.
Shut it all the way down. Evacuate. Please leave. Please disperse. Again, you mentioned big plays. They're going to stay on the field on 4th down here.
You're down 17-0, halfway, almost halfway through the 3rd quarter. You got to get something going. So this it's a big stand here for Gilbert.
4th and a long 6 and a little extra.
He may punt this too. Or they may try to draw him off.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Maybe a timeout here. I wouldn't waste a timeout.
Go for this.
I don't know if I'd waste it. Nobody asked me.
Still a good ways to go in this game. I mean, 17-0 is not undoable by any stretch. And if you turn the ball over on downs right here in midfield, you give Lexington a short field with which to work. So
you count a timeout because you were trying to draw them off, and you didn't, or because you're really going to go for it?
That's a good question. You know, this could go either way. I mean, depends on how Ozzie Exume feels on a 4th down and 6 play that he would have to run. Does he have a 4th down and 6 on that play sheet that he feels good about?
Tell you what, spoke with him a good while on the phone this week, as I did with Coach Curtis, and Coach Exume is not going to coach scared. I can tell you that.
No, I mean, you don't need to. I mean, I would have no problem with them going for this right here, honestly.
But I wonder did they call timeout because they didn't like the play, though. I almost thought they were trying to draw him offside.
That's what I think they were trying to do.
In that case, I would take the penalty and would you need this timeout later? Well, we'll see how it plays out. You know, some decisions are only dictated by what happens afterwards.
If you're Gilbert, you need a spark. You need to try to make a stand in this game. You need to try to get something to get your offense moving and motivated, get some energy in that sideline and that stand. The stands over there. A lot of Gilbert people here tonight. Great to see the fans from Gilbert showing out. They're not far away, but you've got to try to make a play to give your team something to build on.
They're looking for something to cheer for, though.
Yep.
7 yards right here to give them something to cheer for. Quick pass. And it's caught, but it's going to be short.
This is going to be really close. Does he get a left foot or right foot spot here?
And that was Chandler Guthrie, the sophomore, but that pattern was a little short, though. You got to run that. You got to run another step forward.
I think he got it, though. I think he got it.
I think Lexington was going to argue that. I think Lexington's sideline didn't agree with that, but he got it. He gave him the catch at the sticks, and that's.
I'd love to watch this again, and I think we are going to get a second look at this thing here. I don't know that he got there or not. Oh, wow, that's a good spot for Gilbert. That's a really good spot.
Generous spot right there. It's a Camden Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. Camden, our second half first down sponsor. That was huge. That was big. That may be even bigger, again, depending upon what happens next.
Camden is thankful for that shout out.
Yes, as is Gilbert.
I'm not sure about that first down. Camden's in there. They got it. They got to mention.
That was very generous. A little counter step that time. Jalen J has room, cuts it up, running physical, running fast. I think they hit late as well. Across the 30-yard line, and this is the momentum they needed. That's another Camden first down. Camden Heating and Cooling. Take a look at the blocking, Joe.
Watch Jay here. He gets a gaping hole with which to run through, and he knows what to do when he sees that kind of room. Gets off that left side, and the spark we were talking about, Stacy, looks like they may have gotten one, picking up that first down on the 4th down and 6, and they're on the move.
They have enough time to never have to get uncomfortable and pass if they don't want to. They can keep getting chunks on the ground. There's plenty of time. They're going to throw it this time. Cooper James with the shoulder roll, the double move. Oh, just couldn't keep it in bounds. He's got to work on the accuracy a little bit. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. Getting the shoulder roll and a double move over there by Guthrie. You got him on the heels running the ball right
Noah McCleary on coverage right here. He does a good job just to kind of get back and close a little bit. Great catch. Unfortunately, that's the good news. The bad news is he's about 3 feet out of bounds when he makes the catch.
Exactly. He needs a little extra football field right there. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line of Lexington. This is, I believe, the deepest penetration of the ball game for Gilbert. They're going to give it to Jalen J. He hit immediately. Oh, it was a hello, how do you do that time? Noah McCleary hit him with the whole arc that time. Rounded the form here.
Very nice.
It was immediate, though. On the catch. Watch this.
Nobody blocks him. I mean, he just comes in here. They try to run on the short side pitch, and McCleary, like you said.
Loss of 4 yards on the play.
Yep.
It is third down.
Third down in I'll call it 15, 14.
14. Two-down territory if you're Gilbert. You want to pick up something here, try to make it manageable forward.
Trevon Williamson in the backfield. Oh, he has a man of this. Crew Morris got hit and separated from the football at impact. That wasn't Crew Morris, that was Ethan Coleman. But the hit was by 16, I believe, over there. Landon Flanagan. Oh, that was perfectly timed, Joe.
Flanagan, boy, he flew in there. You watch this PVU right here. That's textbook. You can't do it any better. Receiver's got his hands on the ball, about to reel it in. Flanagan right there to knock it out.
He had to check down. He had to back for a shorter pass for the check down right there. I admire the quarterback for going for the whole thing, but think about it in hindsight, if you get 8 of them back right there.
That's what we were talking about, make it manageable. But he went for the downs there and almost had it.
Now you got 4th and 14. Low percentage. Timeout called. Gilbert. They put a lot into this drive, Joe. There's 2 timeouts gone.
We'll break on this timeout.
We'll step away with this one while they're going to talk it over a little bit on the Gilbert sideline. It's the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Lexington 17, Gilbert 0. Y'all come on back.
Tonight, shooting all of tonight's action. His photos will be available soon in the next couple of days. Free to download.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
We're back here, 5:19 left in the third quarter. Lexington up 17-0 over Gilbert. Coming up in the fourth quarter of this ball game, we'll announce our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, who you hire matters. Shout out to Holly Atkins and Joe Weidman and the folks over there. Joe, a friend of the FNR Game of the Week, broadcast some games with us over there, but Atkins Law Firm doing a great job. We thank them for the sponsorship. We're back to live action, looking for the whole thing, throwing in a double coverage and just nowhere close. For James, they're going to turn it over on downs. Joe, I mentioned earlier they didn't have to pass the ball because of time. They threw it a little bit on that drive, but as the game goes on, James is going to have to figure it out, or the lack of passing game is going to cost him.
Yeah, and that was a big series there for Gilbert to try to get something on the board, just unable to get on track. And the lack of running game really is the story of this one for Gilbert.
Yeah, yes.
Ball game tonight, Lexington defensively has just been everywhere against that run game.
And I'm not putting it all on James. I'm just saying they're pressuring him. They're stacking the game to put it on his shoulders. But Gilbert's known to force their will upon teams that run the ball anyway. They just can't do it tonight. Coach Curtis is not happy. Layup game. I think the referees confused themselves about when the clock actually started. They're having a conversation now. Whitehead and the other official, they're having a conversation. I think they both had a different understanding of when the play clock started right there. So they may pick up this penalty. We'll see.
I think they got the timeout. I think Lexington got the timeout before the indication here from the, Lexington got the timeout.
Yeah, I think some discrepancy.
Dustin Curtis not happy.
Yeah.
Not happy whatsoever having to burn another timeout here in this third quarter because the play clock almost expired.
Here's on your screen right there. Both teams for the game. Yeah, both teams got one timeout left, so if the game does tighten up here in this next 17 minutes we have left to play, then timeouts and lack thereof may become a factor. It won't be a factor unless Gilbert can find a way to touch the scoreboard. They have not come close yet. Lexington, no delay of game penalty. 2 men in motion. First down from the 33-yard line. They're going to keep it. They ran this play earlier. Physical run by Carter. They ran this play earlier for down near the goal line. He's a physical kid, 6'2", about 195.
And not afraid to take on a defender right here. You see him fake the handoff, takes it to the right side, and he just kind of lowers his shoulder. Tries to bowl over the would-be tackler, or the tackler. He not would-be, but he did. Tytrell Smith on the stop, and that's a good pickup on first down.
7 yards. Counter step, and tell you what, Markel Berg getting a lot of work in this ball game. He gets that carry and good penetration by Gilbert. Play was blown up by Gunter. Finished off. Some help from his buddies. I think 58 might have been there with some loving on that one. Kyle Turpin.
For Lexington, 3rd and 3.
R.J. Kearse also, I think, was in there, too, to kind of, he didn't make the tackle, but it looked like he got in there and disrupted the timing of everything, kind of threw off the blocking.
Yeah, that player down, we'll identify that player only when we can do so positively. It is a Gilbert player. Some medical attention. 4:30 left to play in the third. It'll be 3rd down and 4, Lexington. 48 getting off the turf that time for Gilbert. This Kamari Brown, sophomore. A lot of good underclassmen on both of these teams.
Yep.
Good sized kid, too. Weight-wise, 5'9", 172. He'll get bigger the next 2 years. So, keep saying big play for Gilbert. They got to get off the field. This defense has to get off the field and get an offensive chance. He showed a little spark last time Gilbert had the ball with some running plays, but Lexington has been so quick to the football most of the night.
Well, they had the ball for 10 plays in their drive before they turned it over on down, so.
10-play drive, you want points out of that. Empty backfield. McCauley in Wildcat formation. He might have been a face mask. Now, it depends on where they mark him down. It looked like he was short at first. One official has a mark way up, and another official had him a yard behind the sticks.
Well, he was able to slip out of some tackles. It looked like they were going to take him down short of the sticks, and all of a sudden he kind of squirted out of there, fell down up at the 44. McCauley just fought that first down, and they'll move the sticks on this one.
First down run, tough run that time. That is a Kaminer heating in there. First down. Shout out to Kaminer. Kaminer heating and cooling, excuse me. Keep you comfortable in your home since 1956. They've been out there a long time. I remember all the Kaminer commercials growing up. Bird gets the fake handoff, and now Carter tries to get outside but run down. That was Turpin again. 58 in white. Nice tackle. They're talking. There's a lot of conversation. You see Carter doing the gap, and he pointed at the scoreboard. He gave him a little scoreboard point when he got up.
Give credit to Markel Bird there, right, on that play for Lexington. I know that play went for a loss, but it could have been even worse if Markel hadn't made a block in the backfield to keep the defender off.
That's some tough smaller backs for Lexington.
Carter, yeah.
Torrey Jones, we've seen him make some good blocks as well. McCauley in at tailback. He's going to take the handoff and just trying to refuse it to go down. Never did go down. Some kids just love the contact. Minimal gain.
Lexington yet to put the ball in the air here in the second half, all on the ground.
And I wouldn't, because the clock is there. The clock applies pressure.
Yes, it does.
Also in on the play for Gilbert, number 32, A.J. Bracey. 3rd down.
Yep. My man Darius Rucker once saying, "I don't believe in time." But time is a huge factor. Rolling right, middle screen. Torrey Jones is going to catch that. He has a burst to the outside. Man, what a speed, what a great play call at the right time. That's a Kaminer first down, and down inside the 35-yard line comes Lexington Jones.
Watch the flow go to the right. Carter just checks, goes back to the left, had it set up beautifully. You get it in the hands of your speedster, Torrey Jones. But hold everything. That's what's coming back.
Of course.
And sometimes you see a lineman leak out on something like that, and I think that's what happened to Lexington right there, illegal downfield.
Timing is everything. And I mean, you can see this penalty late in the season, but you're definitely going to see these penalties week 0. Adrenaline, you know, just could not contain. Got to pause for a second there and let the play develop a little bit. Legal man downfield is basically the call there. And nullifies a big gain for Lexington.
That's a big break for Gilbert, too. Now you can get Lexington off the field here on 3rd down and long, and you've got to do it here.
Yeah, 3rd and 13. Clock is rolling. 2.5 to go. Pressure, and that's Gunter. Gunter the Hunter, Greg Gunter the junior, penetrated and corralled Brennan Carter. That's a big tackle.
He just fought through that line of scrimmage. Gunter did. He just fought through.
Yeah.
Made that play. That's a big play for Gilbert. Again, they're going to get the ball back to their offense. Still a lot of time left in this game. You got 17 minutes. Or I'm sorry, you have 14 minutes. Thinking of the college quarter, 15. High school 12-minute periods, obviously. They got 14 minutes plus to do something.
Smith running the man back to return this kick. Tyzay Smith. I don't think you've seen him earlier. This ball game might be his first appearance. Kovac in the kick for Lexington. Kick from about the 24-yard line. And guess what?
Play clock expired.
Delay of game. Another penalty. Last year you were blowout Joe. You're going to be turnover Joe this year. I'm not going to take the blame. I'll put that on you, sir.
Well, what moniker am I going to be stuck
with
this
year? I'll put it on you this time, sir.
It's going to be penalty Joe here.
Man. Coach Curtis, look at that. Got consternation on his face. He is talking to himself basically right there. He's not happy. And nobody wants to stand close to him right now. It's a very slow, deliberate kick style, but this guy has a big leg.
Punt.
Nice punt again. Yeah, he's got a leg.
Unofficially, I have that one.
We'll step away with 1:32 left in the 3rd. It is Lexington in control over Gilbert. 17-0 is the FNR high school football game of the week.
I had a car accident. I had a drunk driver cram into me. I went to the hospital in an ambulance and I really didn't know what to do. I was in shock. I had a friend recommend Brent Stewart and I contacted him and was down to earth right with me. And you know, I felt very comfortable talking to him. He handled everything. I would strongly recommend Brent Stewart Law Office to take care of all your needs from start to finish.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Welcome back inside Sonic Friday Night Roberts High School Football Game of the Week. Let's check in with the sights and sounds of the game with our Joy Law Firm Smile Cam. Joy Law Firm, just called Joy. See the joy in the faces of these youngsters out there. They got some face painting going on there. They're dressed in white over on the Gilbert side and some color themes and motifs up here for the Lexington folks. And Gilbert folks are arms folded. They're waiting on something. Get loud about it. That's Lexington cheerleaders right there. All the sights and sounds of a Friday night. Joy Law Firm with our Smile Cam. They're going to throw it to Trevon Williamson. He just has nowhere to go. McCauley, that's a flag. Too much at the end. I thought they were going to flag it. Had him out of bounds and did an extra push. 15 free yards. That's just too much emotion right there.
I'd like to see that again, to be honest with you. I mean, they're both running full speed into the boundary over there.
Yeah, I think it was a step. I think it's a step past the side. As it happened, I'm like, I was about to say could be a flag, and then it came out. It's bang bang, but you gotta let him go. He had given up. He had given up right here. And that right there, that's
okay.
Too much.
I see that.
That's too much.
I can see that. Got to disengage if you can.
The back had given up. He was going sideways. And he's a step out of bounds. You just can't.
McCauley being aggressive right there. Made a nice play to
he's played himself
to make that stop, but that's going to cost him 15.
This kid has announced himself now. If you didn't know about Matt McCauley, he's a ball player. He played well on our broadcast last year, as I recall. That's Coach Curtis. He's going to have a conversation with his team about penalties. Personal fouls, seat movement penalties, just unnecessary, unforced penalties. But I'll tell you what, Matt McCauley has been a physical ball player this whole game on both sides of the ball. Trevon Williamson trying to get on track, he just can't. Lexington defense too fast. One of the first guys there, Joe. Nathan Esco.
Nathan Esco was the one that got in there and really blew that play up. Never had a chance. This Gilbert running game tonight has never had a chance. Never gotten untracked. Never gotten anything going. We're talking about a Gilbert rushing attack that has, had 2 1,000-yard rushers from last season back.
You would expect
this season.
Some symptoms.
Just nothing doing here tonight.
They find themselves behind the sticks again. Shoulder roll, double move, just overshown, just overthrown. Crew Morris had some daylight there for a moment, but
Lexington had a safety over the top 2 men, and Watford was back there playing center field. So they tried the out and up, but there was a safety in the area.
Yeah, it would have had to been a perfect throw.
Yeah.
Shot. They just don't have any answers on the offensive side right now. Lexington's defense has been fast, physical, and in the right place.
Once again, here's Gilbert getting a 3rd down and long.
You just don't want to be here. If you're Gilbert, you don't want to be in 3rd and long situations because it takes 2 of your better players out of the attack. Jalen J. and Williamson. Might be something cooking over here now. Is there a flag there? Gilbert wants a flag. It was tight coverage. I'm talking about cheap suit tight. Take a look at this. This
Cato, again, I think this is good pass coverage here by Cato. He's running step for step with the wide out there, getting after it. A lot of hand-to-hand combat out there. No flags, physical.
It's clean, Joe.
Yeah, I think so. I have no problem with that. That youngster's been a lot of places tonight. He's been involved in a lot of action.
Really has. That was intended for Gooding, the Marshall commit. Tight end for Gilbert, number 8. He's 6'5", 212. That's D1 size for you. Just have not been able to get him but 1 catch this ball game. Daniels played himself a ball game. Look again, look left this time. They're going to Gooding again, almost picked off. That was a post penalty. Here we go.
That's just such not smart football. Now you're Lexington. It's
McCauley involved again.
I get being aggressive and all that. You just can't do that. Yeah, I mean, you can't. I mean, you got him stopped, and now that's going to give him a 1st down.
Coach Curtis came out and grabbed him by the helmet and talked to him right there.
I mean,
play is over, and then anything after that point, which we need, right there. Here we go.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, you just got to be smarter than that.
And it looks like he was trying to. Was he talking to him? Was he trying?
I don't think it's 11 though. I don't think it's McCauley. I don't think that's on him, honestly.
They're gonna make call it on both of them.
And they may call this offsetting, which, that would be a break for Lexington, I think.
But Joe, to your point, if you were up 17, it's Coach Curtis talking to his team. If you were up 17-0, disengage from everything.
Exactly.
You
just
got
run
the
off the
game
field. You've got them stopped. Get off the field. They'll celebrate on the sidelines.
Everything's going your way.
Yeah.
They can only come back now, it looks like, unless you help them. That's you don't want to help them with yards, so that's just too risky a play.
And my mistake here, that's a post-possession turnover on downs penalty on Lexington. They're still going to get the ball.
Right, that's true.
They're not going to, Gilbert's not going to keep the ball in this situation, but it will apparently cost Lexington 15 yards of field position here after the stop. So.
Again, you just gotta, things are already going your way. You see the sidelines. They're trying to get it sorted out. Early game, early season. Miscues and adrenaline, the emotion. You can coach that out.
Instead of taking over on the plus 15. They're still going to get great field position out of it at the 44. But
yeah.
Something Coach Curtis is going to talk about in the film room next week.
Absolutely. He'll be glad to be doing it up 1-0. The score stands. That's what we're looking at. We headed to the end of the third quarter. This may be the last play of the third quarter. And
Third win next, number 11 for Gilbert.
We're looking at second down and relatively short coming up as we start the fourth quarter. We'll step away with 3 in the books. Lexington 17, Gilbert 0.
And over here on the sidewalk, it's 112 degrees.
It can be easy to think climate change only impacts other parts of the world. Skywatch Weather set out to dig deep into the ways climate change affects us right here at home and what can be done to mitigate the threats of local plant, animal, and even human life.
We've got actually a really serious health issue here that we sometimes just call comfort in the South.
Join Skywatch Weather for South Carolina Mercury Rising, August 29th at 7 p.m. on Watch Fox.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Delicioussment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence has really built up since I've been here.
This place has shown me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Delicioussment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome back. We're about to start the fourth and final quarter here from Lexington, Wildcat Hollow, the campus of Lexington High School. Lexington up 17-0 over the visiting Indians of Gilbert High School. Gilbert America, Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth down on the sideline as always, the outstanding Amanda Poole. Glad to have you with us on the first game of the 10th season of the FNR Game of the Week. Joe, glad to have you alongside this season again for another year and look forward to many great games. 10 more to go after this one.
Looking forward to it myself, Stacey. You're 8th year here, my 4th.
Yes, fun times. And that's how we'll start the fourth quarter with an air attack thrown in traffic over there, and it's wisely out of bounds by Brennan Carter. I didn't think we'd see Lexington throw the ball again this game, but might as well get the young quarterback. He's trying to fight off cramps right there, stretching the leg out. Get the junior quarterback some more reps, I guess, but he was doing some things with his legs after that play. The cramps start fourth quarter, game one sometimes. He's doing some stretching after that last rollout. 11:54 to settle it. We haven't seen Jones in a while there. That's Bird, Markel Bird, and that's just a good run that time. My goodness. First down.
I'll tell you what, that's as good a push from the Lexington offensive line as we've seen all night. They just took Gilbert, just kind of drove them back about 5 yards off the ball.
Jetting for the club. That is a Cameron heating and cooling first down. Cameron keeping you comfortable in your home.
Matthew Wilkie is the leader up there. That Lexington offense in front of them. They kind of went in behind him. That's a powerful O-line surge right there. Give him a first.
Yep, Cameron keep you comfortable in your home since 1956. Hitting the backfield and fighting for about 2 extra yards that time is Bird again, who, again, got a lot of carries off the bench tonight.
Dayton Bracey on the stop that time for Gilbert. That was a good job to avoid a loss and just pick up a couple of yards, keep that clock moving. Here at Lexington, you just want to see that clock roll here in the fourth.
11. Third again, they just get nice little chunks at a time. A lot of frustration on that Gilbert side of the field right now. A couple players talking to the officials after the last 2 plays.
He is brought down by 32, Aiden Bracey.
2nd and 8.
And the Cats with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 8. Check that. 3rd and 8.
Third and,
yeah, that was before the last. That's for the last play. 3rd and 3. Me and the yardsticks both were a play behind that time, but see if they keep it on the ground here, Joe.
I would anticipate they would.
Physical running. Coach Curtis told me that Carter was a physical kid at quarterback, and he's shown it in this ball game.
Penalty flag across the way.
Of course. That is a Cameron heating and cooling first down if it stands. And Cameron some more love, though, keeping you comfortable since 1956. It's not. It's an illegal shift. So it will not stand.
It's their 8th penalty tonight.
They call for an illegal shift, 5 yards.
Yeah, we've had our share of penalties in this ball game. Sloppy sometimes the first game. Had a couple technical difficulties as well. We all gonna work through. Week 1 coming next week. High snap and bobbled. McCauley got back on it.
I can't tell you how good an individual effort that was from McCauley. I mean, that was almost disaster for Lexington as the ball was on the ground, which you cannot do right now if you're Lexington with a 3-score lead. McCauley not only recovers it, he scoops it up and he's able to carve out 5 to 6 yards and make this manageable on 4th down, Stacy. Heck of a play by McCauley.
I agree. Matt McCauley's really shown here tonight. Talented young man, physical kid. I'm sure he'll play somewhere on Saturdays.
Yeah.
But if you're Ozzie Exume and a player has time to bobble the snap, drop the ball, pick it up, you got to start questioning the motor right now. With 9 minutes to play. Here comes Carter, running behind a good McCauley with a big. Oh my good, McCauley just absolutely destroyed a kid on that edge, and Carter ran behind him. That's another Cameron heating and cooling first down. Man, if we see that again, Matt McCauley had bad intentions leading the way for Carter that time.
You kind of just touched on something a minute ago, Stacy. Kind of the will of Gilbert. The kind of will of Gilbert almost seems to be kind of at a teetering on edge right now. I mean, that's a 4th and 5 play. You just watched Lexington set that up, just a design quarterback run all the way. McCauley on the block. And
you got to bow your back, right?
Yeah, you got to make a stop, and Lexington picks that up. Carter's able to easily pick it up and keep this drive and the clock moving.
And that's McCauley right now. His motor is running. His runner's a little different than everybody else out there.
Yeah, look at
and that's just you got to hang on if you're Gilbert right now. You got to play with that pride and dig in a little bit. That's another first down.
Lexington punches one in the end zone right here. It's going to be real tough. And you watch McCauley again there. Counter just kind of going back to that right like they've done so many times tonight, or to the left rather.
He should have charged fees for that ride he gave him right there.
Jim Hudson red zone, if we didn't already say.
Yeah, he's in the Jim Hudson red zone right now. Jim Hudson experienced it once, and you'll never forget. That last first down was, of course, brought to you by Cameron Heating and Cooling.
2nd and goal for Lexington.
Lexington has gotten all the heating and cooling mentions, and Jim Hudson as well. They've controlled this game from play 1.
Literally.
Defensively,
they came out and set the tone.
Statue of Liberty play, and it was all Lexington after that. And they're going to run it right up the gut this time, and that's just not enough resistance. Strike up the Lexington Wildcat fight song. Touchdown Lexington, touchdown Brennan Carter. 23-0 Lexington, and what a debut as a starter for the junior Brennan Carter.
And you watch Carter here again, just a design quarterback run, not really going to hand this off, going to take it himself. Going in behind some great offensive blocking over there on that right side. Bryce Mitchell, you see him, kind of factoring in right there. Also number 51, Adrian Coates, he was there. And that's going to make life really difficult now. 7:44 to go. Gilbert's down by 23 to maybe 24 points.
Kovac in 41. Kick is up. Hands to the sky. For Lexington, Gavin Kovac, the junior, makes it good. 24-0 your score, Lexington over Gilbert. Sonic FNR game of the week. Stay with us.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law offices.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
7:44 left to settle it from Wildcat Hollow, Lexington. The Wildcats in full command over the Gilbert Indians in a week 0 matchup. Gilbert won it last week, and of course, just a revenge game for Lexington. They're handling business. Don't forget, we'll be telling you all about our Atkins Law Firm player of the game here shortly. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, who you hire matters. Atkins Law Firm, longtime sponsor of high school athletic broadcast, doing a great job in the community and a great job generally speaking. Joe Cash and Stacey Huffey with you. Amanda Poole on the sidelines. It's time for another Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff. And it's Lexington kicking off right and left of the screen. What happened in the scoring drive, Joe?
Yeah, 10 plays, 56 yards, 5:46 time of possession for Lexington to take a 24-0 lead. It was Brennan Carter from 6 yards out on the touchdown scamper and Kovac with the PAT. And 7:44 is all that remains, Stacy, and Gilbert's got to do something quickly.
And here's another kick, little pooch kick right here, a play I don't love. And it's bobbled. It's going to be a penalty marker down. The return man tackled. Very little game, and it's going to be a flag down on
2 of them now.
Yeah, another flag.
No, so you call that a pooch kick, but in the NFL now it has to land in that landing zone.
Ah, that's right, that's right. And the NFL's changed their kickoff. There's a landing zone now. I think eventually sports in general, football in general, will go with kickoffs on every level. So far, we're heading there.
I'm not sure what I think about that NFL kickoff, to be honest with you. I mean, I really don't know what to think.
Well, you know what? I get it for protection. And the guys got so much bigger, stronger, faster. Running 40, 50 yards and colliding really wasn't solving a whole lot. You very seldom got a big return.
You almost never saw a kickoff return because those guys are pumping the ball through the end zone. It was almost an irrelevant play.
Right. So now you got a better shot, and risk injury. They've cut the rosters down. They're adding games. This is one little thing they throw back to the players to protect. I'm okay.
And at least make it relevant again. I mean, like I said, I don't know how I feel. It just looks different.
It looks it looks so funny.
It looks, it just doesn't seem like traditional football, but at least it's made the kickoff something to watch again instead of watching guys just kick the ball, you know, eight rows up in the end zone.
I think you see more touchdowns this year on kickoffs.
Because really all you got to do is kind of crease one guy. I mean, you don't have, the way it's set up, you just, you get that boom, one block, 2 blocks maybe.
Yeah, I think you'll see quite a few. And you might put some of your starters better now with less injury of the impact and the high collisions. You might put some wide receivers back there, some running backs.
You should be part of the Atkins Law Firm, Stacy. I think you just made a
compelling
case. Argument.
Let's go. I did it. I did something.
You had a compelling argument right there.
Joe Weidman, you heard me, man. You heard that? Hired me. Law degree.
Because you just talked me into it. I think I'm liking it.
There you go. I'm gonna give it a shot. I mean, anything for player safety at this point, man. And now a lot of conversation. Coach Exume is on the field. He's been having an ongoing conversation for quite a while now.
Well, there were 2 penalties against Gilbert on that kickoff, a personal foul and a holding.
About to get more now. He's highly upset individual. He's saying,
It's been a tough night for Gilbert.
yeah, it is. Questioning one of those two penalties. I could read his lips. He was saying, Mr. Ralph, Mr. Ralph. That's what he was trying to talk to him, trying to have a conversation. First, he wouldn't even get the conversation. Then he had it. You see, loud, he's reading his lips. He said he didn't even touch him. He said he flopped. He just said he read his lips. He said he flopped. He said he didn't even touch him. He flopped. That's the NBA terms. We talk about NFL, the NBA. Soccer has flopping.
Yeah, it does.
Football, the rest of it calls football. Our producer Kevin knows a little bit about other football. He does some production for that. Ball is not in a favorable position for Gilbert right now.
Speaking of K-Pass, those guys have done a tremendous job with some adversity to deal with tonight to get this game on the air and bring it to you in the quality that they have. I mean, this production
adversity is
team
nothing
is
to those
fabulous.
guys. And they're like champs. It's been an interesting day. And at the stadium out here.
Cooper James. To number 3, Jalen.
And you mentioned that crew. Give them some love, of course.
Tommy Warney.
Tommy Warney there, number 34 on the stop. 5'10" senior linebacker for Lexington.
3-yard gain on the play, 2nd and 7 from the 10-yard line.
And story of the night, Gilbert unable to run the ball at all.
At all. I mean, nada, nunca. Nothing,
I mean,
none of the time.
not just average night running, just nothing doing. Calling once again.
It's been brutal.
He is made by number 5,
To be honest with you.
Logan
They'll get that fixed. And some of that is just to the credit of that physical, fast defense.
Logan Clarkson there on the stop. I want to give him some credit too. Give him a shout out. That was a terrific stop.
So you mentioned the crew. How about technical director Mike Weinmiller, manager producer Kevin Pasnick, otherwise known as K-Pass.
K-Pass.
EIC Tim Brusky. Audio mixer Chris Jones. Video Adam Babington. The camera operators are Taylor Shirley, Nick Case, Brittany Farson, Gerald Thomas, and Jessica Pasnick. Now this gain up to the 16. Lead replay, Kendall Bishop. Graphics, Seth Robertson. TOC, Taylor Moan. Shout out to all those folks and the cast of thousands that make it all possible here. The sales staff, everybody, making it happen here from Watch Fox 7. Kim Carson, my buddy, one outstanding sales staff there. And of course, I'm so pleased to work with Amanda Poole and Joe Cashin again. All Lexington tonight. They're going to start 1-0.
Well, it's Gilbert's last stand, going for it on 4th down inside their own 20.
Yeah. And I think he got it.
It's going to be close. Yeah, they got it. I was going to say it's going to be close, but they waved him ahead.
Pass is complete to
Cameron first down once again. Cameron, our second half first down sponsor. Cameron Heating and Cooling, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. That's a long time. That's even way back before Stacey Huff was born. Way back before the turn of the century. Oh, what a hit! Hello, how do you do? Is that man again? Number 9 has been flying around all night. Nathan Esco says, let's go.
Very good, very nice.
Look at this. Watch this. He just face mask to face mask. Wow.
Bull rush right up the middle.
It's just
not going to be blocked. He was saying, I'm gonna get to that quarterback, get that sack. That's what he did.
But that was powerful. Just again, impressive. Lexington has been fast, physical.
I'm impressed with what I've seen out of Lexington.
Yeah, me too.
Very aggressive, physical football team. They've shown it.
Jalen J. Big run for Jalen J that time. Got about 14.
Number 5, Logan Clarkson.
Be a couple yards short. They gave him the first down. Give him 16 on that. They gave this spot. Cameron the first down. Cameron Heating and Cooling, keep you comfortable in your home since 1950. You just got to get Cameron all the love. Jay again hit immediately. As soon as he got that handoff.
I think Cameron got the air conditioning going in this stadium tonight on the outside. I mean, the weather has just been fabulous for late August. First week of high school football has been terrific.
Good, for sure. I agree. 92, I mean, that was Kalenkin. 92 on that hit that time.
Next week, Lexington travels to North Augusta, and then Gilbert on the road again next week. They go to Florence to take on Wilson.
Okay, that's gonna be a nice matchup. That run that time.
You're looking ahead to week 1.
James, so
if you're looking ahead to week 1 and week 0, that's who they have. These two teams have next week.
How do you feel about the week 0 versus week 1 scenario? It only makes sense because everybody doesn't start, and if you call it week 1 now, then some teams have week 12 and some teams have week 11, and so you kind of have to do it.
Money down, third.
I can't make it a convincing argument about that like I did at kickoff.
One of the mysteries of the universe, Stacy.
Week 0. What? Yes, I said week 0. A certain portion of the teams around the state are playing tonight. That's some good matchups too. Shoulder roll. And they're gonna call interference. That time KDO was face guarded a little bit that time, only because the ball was a little late intended for Ethan Coleman, but they'll figure this passing game out. James will get it together, and the offensive line will do better. And I think Gilbert Indians have some things they can fix, but take a look at this interference.
And you called it. I mean, the ball was underthrown. Great pressure by that Lexington front, and really not much Cato can do right there. I mean, he tries to break up the pass, but that's going to be DPI just about every time.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, if you face it, your helmet's not turned around. Yeah, it's an automatic call on the defense. Might have been some little pushing on both guys though. Tell you what, I use some Sonic right now. I'm about to stop at Sonic on the way home.
Yeah, there's one right across the street, basically.
They might see me.
There's one right over there.
They might see the old Huffster pull up over there. That's this game. A little lunchy. First down. Let's camera the first down at the 49-yard line of Gilbert. Trevon Williams just can't find any room right there. That's a big hit. 34.
And off goes to Trayvon Williamson, brought down by 34, Tommy Werney.
Tommy Werney.
1 yard gain on the play.
5'10", 175-pound senior. .247 left in the ball game. Williams again, nowhere to go. Kalenkin, the Lincoln, 92 again, hit him at about the 30, about the 42-yard line. He might have fell forward for a yard, but just nothing happened. This might be, as far as yardage, one of the least productive games Trevon Williamson has had in his young career.
And once again,
I would
it is third down.
Say almost, surely without having, seen any official stats. Absolutely. I mean, he just, again, and we've been like a broken record on this tonight, but you got to give them credit, that Lexington defense.
Yes.
I mean, they have just flown to the football right from the start, fast, physical, done a tremendous job to stop this Gilbert running attack.
They met the challenge.
Sure
For
did.
James, that's a nice throw. Nice throw out to the flat. That time he connects with Ethan Coleman that time.
I'll tell you another thing they've done tonight. They have tackled well. They have really wrapped up and tackled well. You haven't seen many broken tackles, missed tackles out of this Lexington defense. Fundamentally, they have been extremely sound, in my opinion.
I agree. Sure tackles. Bobble up Williamson and Jay for the most part. Another decent throw. Kumars. The ball pops out. That ball is loose. They're going to say it was down. Progress is stopped. A little bit of a late whistle, though, Joe. They're saying he was down at the 49-yard line. Good throw by James, but
Morris is trying.
It's fourth down anyway.
The field. I mean, he's just trying to make a play right here. His forward progress has been stopped. I'm telling you, Stacy, I think that's a forced fumble. I think that should have been.
Yeah. The game is closer. I think you see more
after the reception,
upset reactions from the Lexington folks. They hit that time was by Nathan Esco again. Nathan Esco flying around.
It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I expect Lexington to run a couple of plays here. I don't think Gilbert, they only have one timeout. They can only stop it once. This should, the finishing touches on a 1-0 start for the Wildcats.
Both teams have some backups here. The starter, though, running back is Torrey Jones. That's some backups on the defense for Gilbert. You're right. A few plays here. We'll be able to tell you folks just a little while about our play of the game by Mark Brown Law Firm and our player of the game by Atkins Law Firm. Share that with you. We'll talk to some jubilant Wildcats.
Got to be pleased if you're Dustin Curtis after this one tonight. Got to be pleased. A lot of things he's going to look at in the film room and be pleased about. A lot of things he knows he's going to have to fix too after a week. Their first game. Week 1, performance. You got a cramping issue going on right now, I think, out here with Lexington. Will stop him momentarily.
Cameron, a first down right there, and that was Carter on a big run. And he's, again, that kid's numbers are mounted now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's at 50, 60 yards rushing in this ball game.
Player of the game is going to be kind of, I'm not real sure about this, Stacy. I mean, I'm not real sure.
And I don't think anybody's asked me. Let me check my phone and see if one has asked me. I don't think I have a vote. See, I'm just as surprised as anyone. See who it might be. The suspense is killing.
If I had a vote, I'd give it. Well, I don't know. I don't have a vote.
Macaulay?
That's who I was thinking. Yes, that's exactly who I was thinking.
You're not mad enough to ask either. There's Coach Curtis right there.
Yeah,
I like the belt. So I like that.
Isn't that a nice
snazzy belt?
That is snazzy. Sharp. Little smile on his face right there. It'll be a happy town here in Lexington tonight.
Yeah, I like the color home scheme of Lexington because they have the same colors of my mighty Golden Rams of Chesterfield High School, who are battling Johnsonville tonight, I do believe. And I don't know what happened there. I'll check Twitter for the score later. But I was representing my Golden Rams. Matt Quinn in his first season up there. Blue and gold.
Blue and gold, the mighty Rams of Chesterfield.
Mighty Rams. And that was a kneel down, so.
We saw a native of Chesterfield here in the house tonight.
Jeff Jones.
Major General Jeff Jones, Deputy Adjutant
Say it again. Say it
South Carolina National Guard.
Say it again. Say his rank again.
Major General.
That's my guy, Major General. I went to high school with Jeffrey Jones. You saw him sitting right below us down here. South Carolina Army National Guard is our sponsor, and that's going to put a bow on it. Lexington is going to walk away 1-0. Our home field people to start the season. They're visiting Indians of Gilbert High School.
Again, we invite you to join us next week.
Handshake line.
In North Augusta.
So they avenge last year's losses. Coach Curtis, you turned the hat around backwards. And we're going to step away to break and come back with some accolades or some post-game convos after this. The Sonic FNR Game of the Week. Stay with us. You don't want to miss the post-game.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Join me, Friendly Clairvaux, right here at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center for the best pop culture experience the Midlands has to offer. Meet Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, X-Men 97 cast members, Kari Payton, and other celebrity guests. See you there.
Light it. We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence, how I really build up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me, because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
We're here in the aftermath of Lexington dominating at home 24-0 over Gilbert. And we got some things to talk about. The Mark Brown Law Firm play of the game is one of them. And we'll talk about how it went down. Joe, talk about this play of the game, sir.
Play of the game, 11:18 to go in the second quarter. Short field for Lexington.